advertising this stream. Just if anybody shows up, you guys are awesome. Zero advertisement.
Is he actually coming? Or we can move.
Hold on, let me go see what he's up to. I'll be right back. Wow.
How's the Jim show? I watch as Jim opens the box.
Oh, it's exciting.
What's in the box, Jim? Is it money? Is it fame? Is it a bunch of blue things?
Oh.
Oh, by the way, Brian said he can watch the cast.
Oh, good.
I made sure to ask. Just,
Okay. Works on that thing. Just theoretically, might be good. Could be good. Could be bad. It's an Ethernet adapter USB.
what's the Ethernet adapter?
Lets me plug it to Ethernet.
Don't you already have an Ethernet plug?
Nope.
Oh.
Is yours?
I guess not. I guess they don't come with those anymore.
Nope. Yeah, well, a lot of the thinner ones don't.
Oh, Bob and Steph invited us to swing dancing. But they cannot. It's entertaining me. Oh, good. They're running late on giving me voice guides for some things, so I can actually finish that up in the morning. Free! Because there's some Russian words that I'm stuck on.
Okay.
I mean, I can keep editing English ones, but I'd rather just... Oh, look, Gary's! Like, oh, hey. Gary, are you there? So, if anyone's watching, we're waiting for our DM, who is Ashley's lovely husband, Gary, who has previously been in some Twitch streams involving Materia Collective things in the background. And we will then make characters, because I wore ears, because we're doing kitties. And there are actually 2 real cats behind me right now. Oh yes, internet. What is Monarchy of Mao about? Mysteries, intrigue. Cat people. I like how this game makes it clear that cats are people. I never thought about that, because cats have 9 lives. They kind of rely on themselves because they're like, meh, I've got another one coming. It's okay if I'm dead. And because they're cats, it's not good versus evil, but rather what's good for me versus what's good for society. Chaos and terror disrupt both personal spirituality and societal security. Ooh. Mysterious intrigue. Can we try not to look at houses on Thursday? So I can go to an audio meetup? Or should I just not plan on going to anything?
We can try.
If we find something before then?
Yeah.
But otherwise I'll play it by ear. Or I can show up late. If it gets late, we're probably gonna be like, "Brr," right? What? Which one?
If it gets late, we're gonna be like, "Bear."
I thought you would use it. Is someone underwater? What is that sound?
That was me.
Sounds like
Gary didn't get the invite either.
What?
Yeah, I have to
Like
send
the
it to him manually because he didn't get his in the message either.
That's weird. Alright, Google Hangouts. If you're watching this Twitch stream, what the fuck? That's alright. Come on, River, you want to be in the stream? I can angle this.
Kitty cat.
Here we go. This is a real live cat.
Oh, there's a cat.
Look, internet.
It's cat.
It's
Look
a
at the
kitty.
perspective. Look at the perspective. Look at this. Bonk. Bonk.
Ah!
No!
Your hand went right through it. Anyway. Hey,
Get over
Zed.
River, you're on TV.
Okay.
Not that it matters, but there's also another cat guarding the refrigerator.
Nice. All right, so you guys can chat for a bit, and I'm gonna step out, and I will be right back. Yet again.
This is our cat's time, and the one in front of the fridge. He's guarding it in case someone and accidentally spilled food all over him. And then this one's River.
Yay. Yes.
And I wore cat ears today.
Yes. Cat ears are a must. Alright, so I got your email. I saw that you wanted to be a Mancer.
Yeah, because that sounded. I want to be a like kind of Schmendrick the magician, kind of not always the best at magic tricks, but is still trying, and accidentally burned all of its hair off in an early attempt to learn pyro spells. So depending on how that's useful, so maybe he has bad luck sometimes, but otherwise, kind of just sounded like a good backstory. So he's on this mission to prove himself because he can finally do it.
Yep. I approve this wholeheartedly. And that's actually kind of a good option for like your secret, especially as a black cat.
Yeah, because I'm bad luck for myself.
Yeah, you're very defensive about people accusing you of having bad luck, because you swear up and down you don't, but deep down you know you have really crap luck sometimes, and you're not sure why, and it bothers you.
Yes, exactly. That's where I'm. Also, I have black cat ears on.
That's actually works pretty well. It's a lot of fun.
Good. Yeah, I just figure, well, if we're going with the cat mythos, the bad luck thing is always a nice thing.
Yes. There's there is space in here, which I kind of approve of. There is always space to go. How cat do you want to be, and how people do you want to be?
Oh, well, here's a good example. Jim, say what your character's name is.
Maurice Essentrout von Siberian.
I approve wholeheartedly.
and explain where you got your name from if he doesn't get it.
Well, Essentrout means eats trout.
Yeah, but he's based off of a Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad character.
Oh no, I've not. I've watched maybe like 2 episodes of that accidentally.
Well, what's Mike's?
Herman Trout.
Yeah, he took Herman Trout and changed it into Essentrout because there's a guy named Mike Herman Trout, and Jim looked up the word that Essen actually means eats, so his name means eats trout.
Nice. Yeah, I approve. It's like it's one of those where it's like I kind of went. I'll be honest. After reading over the book, it's like there is space to basically play a completely normal D&D game in here. You just happen to be cats.
That's what it seemed like, yeah.
But there's also so much room to go with delightful cat puns.
I know. I'm hoping for lots.
Cat-based wonderment is being injected directly into this because I'm like I like the system. I like the way that you build characters. I like the way they do enemies here. It's pretty straightforward. It's been extremely easy to try and construct. I'll be honest. I literally scribbled out about a page of notes while I was at work, and I'm like, so I've got the basics. What do I do next? I'm like, I need more than the basics. So I fleshed it out, and I'm over here just doing numbers.
So you're rolling a bunch of dice for our characters and stuff for the.
Not exactly. I'm doing numbers right now for the stuff because sadly it is one of those the stuff needs numbers.
Do we need to have dice out to roll for our character stuff during this, or what's the plan? Should we have?
Generally, just to make it. I guess it depends on if it's easier for us to actually get Roll20 working. I've had mixed results with Roll20. I like it, but sometimes it's just too complicated for everyone to kind of get in.
We own many die, so it wouldn't be a problem if we should just have our die out.
Yeah, I think for tonight, since we're starting kind of late, it'd just be easier to roll with that. All right. So you looked over what you actually do to make a character.
Nope.
All right. So have you ever rolled a character for D&D?
Yes, though more recently I played with the pre-gen character. Which I'll
Okay. This is basically there is the option to roll for it, but I'm going to go ahead and just say in the ability score section, we're just going to use the pre-gen array of numbers.
Okay.
Which is a 15, a 14, a 13, a 12, a 10, and an 8.
What page is the sheet?
Of the book proper, it's on page 32 technically, but if you're looking at a PDF, I think it pops up as 33.
Or 88 in the Monarchy of Mao, it looks like.
Yeah, if you have the full book, I only have the early access PDF.
Yeah, that's what we have too.
Yeah. So it's the actual character creation setup is on page 32 for ability scores. That's where the array is. It also is very handy. It has the house bonuses that you get to choose, as well as the primary attributes for your calling.
Where are you seeing?
30.
32.
Yeah, it's under chapter 2.
Oh, many people.
Yeah, there are many much number, so assign those. I'm also because Ashley is off doing other things that I.
Oh, am I?
Do.
Oh.
You better be.
What else am I supposed to be doing right now?
Meowing.
Meow.
You know how.
Meow.
I need a thing from you, and I need it quickly.
Siberian
I can't do it, but I can do it live.
No, you can't because you'll be playing in the game.
Yeah, you're playing too.
Well, yes.
Right,
But
so page
it would be confusing for everyone to watch me do that while you guys are making characters.
You don't have to. You could mute yourself on here.
I can't mute you guys. Nope.
You could mute yourself.
Yes,
Just derp
but
about.
it's not like that. I know that you don't know how music production works. That is okay. But the answer is no, I can't just mute it.
You're effing meowing. Just
Yes. Yes, but it would show up on my desktop, which is what everybody is listening to. I can't do it tonight, but I will do it.
meow. Well, don't bother if you can't do it tonight. It's not relevant.
What?
I'm so
Okay.
serious. I needed it tonight.
There was no way I could make it tonight. It's just not humanly possible. Sorry.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Is
There's
that a
that piece of the
meow?
plot.
Are you trying to make a thing that generates meows?
He wants
No,
me to make a meow mix track.
I needed something specific, and it cannot happen, which means I have to X out that part of the plot.
What? No, but I can meow.
It doesn't matter. You cannot do it while playing. I have to get rid of that.
Oh, we're not playing today. We're just making
I
characters.
thought we were just, yeah.
Yeah.
If we can play today, that would be awesome.
Oh, sorry, I was getting things together to play, so I guess if you can now in time to work. No, I thought the game was tonight, but no, character building is very straightforward.
I mean, if we finish character building quickly, then yeah, sure, we can go right into the game.
Yes, the characters are fairly straightforward. You assign the array, which is listed in the book, which is just a fantastically simple array. Let me actually get you a copy, Ashley.
I have
So
a
that
copy
you-
of the book.
The early access?
Yep, I'm looking at it right now, along with the rest of the internet.
You might not want to have it where everybody can see it. I don't know if that's
Oh,
okay.
they can see the cover.
Okay, as long as they can only see the cover. I don't think he wanted us to show the world the beta access of this game.
Oops, there we go. I can type into the thing.
All right.
Yeah, but we were gonna advertise when we were actually playing the game. So if we
Okay.
played tonight, it wasn't
I misunderstood the goal, so it's okay. That makes things a lot easier.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Yes, no, I had most of a game prepped because I thought we were going to stay up late and play the game. No, this is perfect. Oh, this is so much more. Or
Yeah.
I can breathe now. Okay.
It's super prepped for when we actually do these.
We can do character creation today, and if it's possible, we could play the game next week.
Should work depending on other factors.
We're in Austin next week looking for houses. So we're actually out from Monday through Monday in Austin. So that might be a little hard for Jimmy unless we wait till after we're back. Then
Okay, we can wait till after you're back. I think that's definitely
we're literally on a house hunt in
Right.
another state. That might be a little difficult.
All right. So, with you, Bunny, have you looked over the magic section yet?
Nope.
Okay. So the reason I like your backstory is is your PDF hyperlinked?
Is it my PDF hyperlinked?
Is there a table of contents on the side where you can click around?
I don't think so. Let me see. How do I? Wait, hold on. Yes, it is.
Okay. So if you click on magic and go down one page, you'll see a big furry box at the top of the page labeled Backfire.
Oh, it is furry. I didn't even notice that until you said it. Oh no, cat magic is. Yeah, this sounds like my character, doesn't it?
Yes.
Magic, powerful, but also notoriously volatile. Yep.
So basically, if you roll a 1 on your spellcasting roll, or the opponent rolls a 20 on their saving throw, the spell backfires. Now,
so that's my bad luck, basically.
Yes, a cat player can choose to take a fortune in exchange for her spell backfiring, like intentionally failing a roll later. Or I get to make up stuff.
So how? All right, can take a fortune in exchange for it backfiring. So does that mean I get to roll it again, but then later it would fail, or?
Okay. How taking a fortune works is a little more going on here. Okay. So fortune is a measure of enthusiasm, inspiration, and instincts. Basically, you can build up a fortune pile personally, or you can contribute to the group's fortune bowl. You can use a fortune to push the odds in your favor. Basically, at the start of every adventure, there's a metaphorical bowl, in our case, since we're all digital, that has 2 points in it. The guide gives out fortune as players play to their personality traits in a way that makes the story more complicated or more interesting. So, embracing your specific personality traits, embracing your secret, that sort of thing, makes things more interesting.
So if I embrace my
basically for excellent roleplay,
it is embracing my secret that I can back.
Basically, in your case, it might be something like, you're trying to climb a ladder, but you decide to embrace your secret of incredibly bad luck, despite managing to climb the ladder because it's a task a child could do. You somehow get tangled in it and have to be embarrassingly hauled up, and perhaps cut out of the rope ladder. Which would ruin the rope ladder, but for embracing such a thing, you could receive a personal fortune, which you might use later to kind of tip the favor if, let's say, oh crap, he rolled a 20 on his save. My cat hairy fireball of doom is going to bounce back at me and I'm going to be on fire again. That is very bad. So it's something like that where, in your specific case, you could embrace your bad luck to kind of owe you a karmic debt later, in that you are still a cat. There's only so hard you can fail.
Yeah. So whenever it has the example, like, I can get a fortune in exchange for something backfiring, is intentionally failing a roll something I can do later to someone else?
No, it would be something that you would do later on, such as you could basically say, I'm going to spend a fortune to prevent this backfire, and later on, when it is less damaging, it will catch up with me.
Okay.
So you
that's my
really
question. So in order to not have the backfire, what is the result instead that happens in place? Is it just...
basically, it just whiffs.
Okay, so it's not like a reroll. It's just a...
No, it is not a full reroll from the backfire chart. What it does is it simply negates it from a botch to a failure.
Okay.
So basically, instead of something bad happening, just nothing happens, which is bad enough in its own right.
And then I can use that failed roll later on something that wouldn't have been nearly as dire, or like involved scalding someone's face off or anything. Okay.
Yes, you can force the guide to acquire fortune by intentionally failing. Basically, something that plays to your personality traits, you can intentionally flub it. For example, also, if, let's say, you were a diplomat and you had the tries to be nice to dogs, you could intentionally fail that roll and go, I fail very hard, even at something I'm supposed to be good at.
Yeah.
It's very out of character for me and probably flusters my character significantly, and I would give you a fortune for that. And we would also find fun ways to make your character miserable, from deciding to shut down St. Bernard.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's kind of the thing, is you can... generally speaking, it's earned by excellent role-playing.
Alright, I can have fun with that.
Yeah, and now note, the communal fortune bowl is available to any player, and it forces a reroll normally.
Who has to do, like, the person who's using it has to do a reroll to get the fortune out, or
no,
what?
You can basically say, I'm using a group fortune point, and you get the reroll. As long as the rest of the group lets you.
Ooh. But then I have to put hide my pride and admit that I need a reroll for reasons.
Yeah, basically, it's you have to rely on the group in this case.
Oh boy.
Which I kind of like. It very much more so than like the way it works in Pugmire. There's very much this bonds of loyalty, band of brothers kind of feel. It, dogs pack ideology kind of feels. In this one, there is very much that air of cattiness where they're simply, you have to go, I need a reroll, guys, and the other cats can choose to be, well, catty about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I quite enjoy it. There's also a lot, and it's very much that whole idea of they are cats, but they've also created a society. So they've had to learn how to work together at least a little bit, even if it's not something that they're really used to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's always fun. And you have a beautiful list of just spells, which are, cursory at best right now, but they're quite good. Mancers have some very good ones. Of course, my favorite, far and away, being Eldridge Blast. But let's just, Eldridge Blast. I'll never say no to Chaos Spray, because there's nothing wrong with shooting dazzling rainbows.
Is that? Oh, that might be funny.
Yes, it is beautiful. But yes, Eldritch Blast is a beautiful basic spell, and it just lets you shoot force bolt at people. It's freaking magic missile.
Okay. Then we've got good berries. This is a thing.
Yeah, False Life is always fun. Illusory Script is randomly useful. It's higher level, but Misty Step is very, very good. I'm a big fan of anything that lets you teleport. So there's quite a few that are generally good and hilarious. And of course, there's Prestidigitation, because there is literally no reason not to always know Prestidigitation. Mostly because it helps you clean your clothes.
What? Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
You can instantaneously clean or soil an object no larger than 1 cubic foot. So you literally can prestidigitate and dust yourself off in your clothes, no matter how far down in the dungeon you've been mysteriously clean.
Or go full catty and neurotic and spend all of your spells on cleaning yourself.
Luckily, it's a basic spell, so it's something you can just kind of spam.
So anything basic you can do 1,000,000 times a day?
From what I can tell, yes. Basics are essentially you know an X number of them and can use them. And it is therefore quite good.
Alright, so otherwise, I guess we're all level 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yes. Let's start out as level 1.
Let's see, where does it say how many level 1s I get? So Mancers, Ministers, I'm a Mancer.
Yep.
Where does, let's see. Does it say? Starts with a bone focus, whatever that means.
You have a little bone that you use as part of your casting, like a magic wand.
Okay.
It comes from something.
They are difficult to break once infused with magic potential. So then, as far as Mancer spells, how many, do I have to choose them ahead of time?
Mm-hmm. You're basically a wizard. You have to prep your spells.
How does that work?
Basically, you have a certain number of spell slots,
which are noted where? I'm trying to find how.
I think it's under magic. Let me double check.
Yeah, seeing if there's a limit list chart thing somewhere that has that. I'm just not seeing it. Little slots. So Spellcasters have 2 spell slots per level, plus an additional number of spell slots equal to her Constitution
Yeah,
modifier.
there we are. Yep.
Page 8.
Yeah, there we go.
Spell slots.
The 3 basic spells granted with some spellcasting secrets do not use spell slots when cast. So this is why you can just kind of spam your basics, because they do not use spell slots. They're also, well, they're very basic.
And those are still like everything else. I have to choose those at the beginning of the day.
I think you just know those 3. I don't think you have to choose them.
Okay.
You have Chill Touch, which is you give them the cold shoulder, which is a fantastic spell. It's Eldridge Blast, which is your Pew Pew Bolt, and then you have Prestidigitation, which is your randomly useful random spell.
Okay.
It is absolutely fantastic. I love all 3 of these. They're very good.
So I need to basically start putting my numbers in my chart so I can see what my modifier is. I think it was page 35 or something.
Correct. It's on Cat Creation, and it's down. Its ability scores if it links. I wish it would. Because it's. What house did you pick, Jim?
Oh,
I'm in Gora. I know that.
Yeah, look it up again.
I think it was like Von Siberian, wasn't it?
I think so.
So I get +2 to my intelligence, and damage it's +2 is Constitution.
Yep, which is fantastic because you were saying you're looking at like picking a champion.
Okay.
Which champions they're a beautiful just mishmash of being fighters and paladins.
You're a pala fighter.
They don't have like full paladins, but they are very charismatic. They are the front line guy who's going to go up front, and he's going to let you know that he's up front very loudly, and that it is important that he is up front.
He's going to probably talk like Simon the whole time. He's going to go, "Meow!" Our cat yells a lot lately.
Meow.
He now enters the room.
Very bold, cat-based yelling is going to occur.
Meow.
Yo!
Yo!
Yes. And it's you're very important because you are in front, and you are in front because you are very important.
River's falling asleep. Just he does care that she's asleep.
I think really they nailed the quote for champions more than anything else in this book. Is nothing makes me angrier than injustice, and an insult to my honor, and your face.
Nice.
I was just like that's perfect because that is exactly how these guys kind of play.
Every time you say perfect, I'm counting. Just so you know.
Good. Perfect.
Gosh, we're already at 3.
Your face.
You know what? I'm gonna make a counter. I'm gonna make a counter. It's gonna happen. It's happening now.
All right. So, Ashley, you have a choice.
Yeah.
You could be a footpad.
Okay.
The rogue.
Legitimately just a cat rogue.
Rogue. Meow.
Rogue cat. Meow.
Meow.
Or you could be a wanderer.
A wanderer. She's a wanderer.
Which is some
Wandering
kind of
samurai
bard
cat?
monk.
Ah.
No, it's some kind of bard monk.
Oh.
I could be really charismatic. I'm debating where to put my numbers.
That's always the fun part with an array is, okay, so I need the good numbers and the good things, but where do the other not bad numbers go?
Well, I know I get a +1 modifier. No, I get a +2 to intelligence. So I'm trying. So I put that in the gray box because I assume that's where modifiers go.
Those are usually temporary. This is added directly to your ability score. You get a +2 for being part of that house.
Oh, okay.
Your ability score is 2 higher.
Is spellcasting wisdom?
Let me double check.
I think.
I'm trying to find out because it is based off different things depending. That is the weird part. Let's see. Some of them. Let's see. That's the focus. Okay. Spellcaster's ability modifier based on what? Okay, that's concentration doesn't have a stat, so that's not relevant. Really? Yeah, no, spell slots is Constitution, which is weird. And ability modifier, it's just your key stat, so it's based off your int.
So it's all int for.
It's int and wisdom, whichever is higher will be your key casting stat.
Oh. I should probably use the one with the modifier then, which is int.
Yep. All right. So those are your choices. Is you can be thief cat or you can be bard monk cat.
Thief cat.
Thief cat. Okay.
Thief cat.
All right.
Thief cat.
All right. So what do I need to write down? Where?
Okay. That you are a footpad.
Yeah.
Oh. Footpad. I am a footpad. Okay.
All right, and you have the traditional 6 D&D stats.
All right, so that's gonna be. I'm gonna get them all out of order. Dex, strength.
I got you. It's strength, dex, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, charisma.
So fast. Strength, dex, constitution.
They're on the character sheet too, which is at the bottom of the book. You go all the way to the bottom. There's like a sheet. There's a 2-page sheet, and it has them on the left side. It's like stir, dex, con, int, was, cha.
Burp.
Burp. Nice. Let's
Burp
go to
is
the
a
bottom
very
of the book.
necessary stat.
Bottom of the book.
Spelling error is very important. I don't know if I want my character to be charismatic or uncharismatic. That's where I'm stuck right now.
That's always the choice, isn't it?
Can't see the last few pages of the book. They're not like showing up for me. Hold on. There we go. Sort of.
He could just be very. I think mine will just be very dexterous, but he'll be weak. And.
There it is. Now how do I? You know what? We'll just look at it. Oh, look how pretty it is. All right. Strength, dex, con, wisdom, or intelligence.
Constitution is like related to health. Yeah.
Charisma. All right. So are you rolling for me, or do I need to roll? Or...
There's not rolls.
To figure out my strength and whatnot.
It's an array.
Ah.
So you have, write these down somewhere.
Okay.
You have a 15, a 14, a 13, a 12,
Very puny.
10, and an
15,
8.
15, 14, 12, and 8.
15, 14, 13, 12, 10, and 8.
All right.
Sure.
Sort of.
Okay.
Charismatic.
So being a thief, I'm guessing dex will be my most important.
Dexterity and intelligence are your 2 primaries. Now you also have to choose a house.
Whoa. I would like to not live in the doghouse.
Okay. That's luckily... Well, it is technically an option.
Is it technically?
Yes.
How do you live in a doghouse?
There's a house known as the Shadow Block.
Okay.
And they are fundamentally just kind of the outsider cats.
Oh, so I can be
So they
Edgelord
do a-
cat. That's what I want to be.
They do a lot of interaction with the dog world and a lot of random exploring. It's basically a house of strays.
Maybe that's where I belong.
Okay, so if you pick the Shadow Block, you get a +1 to any 2 scores of your choice.
Oh, okay.
So in that case, you can assign it however you wish. And that means you do not have a Vaughn at the end of your name.
I don't have a Vaughn.
No, you are simply your first name and breed of your choice.
Want me to print these out?
Or you can choose a title, such as the Calico, or something of the like.
That would be great. But I don't see myself as a calico.
No, you can simply pick a title of your choice that reflects your mixed heritage.
You're a mixed calico.
I could be a black cat named Black Sheep. And I baa instead of meow.
You're raised
That'd
by
be
sheep.
awful.
It's a little
I know,
too
it's
stupid.
too far-fetched.
I know you can't see it.
I'm glad that
but
you
there
caught
is a
that
tiny
pun.
line. There's a tiny line right here, and it says you must be at least this not derp to play.
But
Wait,
it's
there's a
me.
line?
It's a very thin line, and in all fairness, it's pretty far down.
I believe
It
in you,
is-
Ashley.
It is a ways down there. But I would ask that you take this slightly seriously.
Okay. Maybe. This.
Maybe.
Alright. And wisdom.
My numbers.
Constitution. It's an 8.
Oh man, my guy
There we go.
is
I got it.
very dexterous. He has a good constitution, but he's super charismatic. Or he has an okay charisma, but he's got a really good constitution. That's for or I don't know. I'm gonna reverse it. All right, got my numbers. Got my numbers.
All right. So basically, here's the thing. Your your HP is fairly standard,
Okay.
if I'm reading this right.
Everybody, or
All right.
are we all listening?
It's a little different. I haven't run 5th edition much. So
That's very
Uh,
5th edition inspired.
how to describe it is you get stamina points per level.
Okay, so
What does that mean?
means
Basically,
cheese.
you have your stamina points basically form like a buffer between you and your actual HP. So each calling has its own number of stamina points you get per level, flat, plus your Constitution modifier. So, for example, a champion gets 10 plus his Constitution modifier stamina points per level. And this way, it's very much like HP. But you also get stamina dice. What these do is you have a number of stamina dice equal to your level. So let's say you're level 1 and you're a Mancer. You have 1d6 for stamina dice. So you can use these to basically regain some of your stamina points. So you gain a flat amount of HP functionally per level, but you get a dice that you can use at various times to try and recover them. So it's a second wind ability is what it is.
So as far as so to find out what the maximum stamina points are, that's
It's a flat number. It's 10 plus your Constitution modifier. And you get that every level.
so if I don't have a Constitution modifier,
You just get that number of points. You would just get 6.
you said 10 plus?
No, it's you're a Mancer, so you get 6 plus your Constitution modifier. A champion gets 10 plus his Constitution modifier.
So I have
And a foot-
6.
And a
sorry.
footpad gets 8 plus her Constitution modifier.
Mhm.
Okay. 6. I'm wondering if I'm missing some other modifiers that I like from being a Mancer, but I think It would have said something.
Yeah, there
Unless
are
I-
no real other modifiers currently.
Okay.
So you currently have, and then we'll get to skills. Skills are going to be fun.
Ooh. Advancement. Stamina. Lost my place. Where am I at? Adventure. Making your character. I gotta go back to there. I feel like I got lost. Cat creation. Intelligence. Primary abilities. Each calling has 2 of the abilities marked as primary. These 2 abilities are ones they use the most. Oh, so I should probably do that.
Yeah, those are going to be the ones that are primary to your particular calling.
Yeah, so I'm gonna move my numbers around after seeing that part because I definitely didn't give enough to my wisdom. It looks like intelligence or wisdom. But you said my spellcasting will come down between intelligence and wisdom.
Yes. Now, some of your skills are going to be based off wisdom as well.
So if I make both of them 15, one is 15 after the modifier I get from before, and that's not be a bad idea.
Yep, it'll still be fine.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that. Oh, it's gonna have a slightly low now. That's okay. Okay. And now we talked about. Ooh. Okay, so we're about to get to skills. Is that the next part?
Yep. Skills are going to be fun.
Oh boy. Ooh. Intimidate is always funny with anything that's also an animal. It's like, I'm an intimidating cat and all my hair has been burned off. But I'm intimidating.
I'm learning about the kind of cat that I am, and I am excited.
And mine is on fire. Hooray!
It's a very unique kind of cat you got there, Bonnie.
Yeah, it's singed. I'm a singed cat.
Is its name Singed by chance?
Oh, I want to name my cat Singed. Or the nickname he's been giving is Singed. Or Singe. Let's just call him Singe. Singy. His name's Singy.
Singy?
Singie. Singy, yes.
What will my name be?
Singy.
Anybody have suggestions? I am a cat.
Which, what are you
You're
again?
a foot
Are you a
pad?
footpad?
Footpad. Rogue kind of cat.
Sneaky McPaws.
McPaws. So I'm a Scottish cat. I can't do a Scottish accent though.
It could be. Well, it doesn't have to be It's, like McDonald's doesn't have a Scottish accent.
Unless it does.
Well, it could. We've just been doing it wrong all this time. We're doing it wrong the whole time. Dexterity. I'm changing my number. Yeah. I want him to be really dexterous. Yeah. I should pick my spells and then pick my spells. Spell slots. Okay. 3 basic spells. 3 basic spells. And then something. Nothing. My secret is my bad luck. Bad luck. Bad fix. Okay. Is anybody watching this thing?
Yes, actually.
Oh God. Hello, Internet.
Hello, Internet.
We are making our Monarchy of Mao character.
Meow. Characters.
Yep, we are making adventure cats.
Yep.
So, do you guys want to play some of the story tonight? Do you think we'll be able to?
We might be able to do like a small introductory adventure, or just kind of getting the party together.
That would be great. Return to the scale.
Mission from God.
Yeah. I would just want to like pimp it if we do at that point, because we should say that we're playing the series.
I can actually promote it. I'm working on promotional stuff right now, so once I'm done in like 15 minutes, I can promote it. It only takes me like maybe 10 minutes to get it out to all of my social media sources, and if you guys put it out there too, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it won't take long.
I'm
And
actually
it's
really
been pretty
impressed. I didn't expect to have a crowd for an unpromoted stream, but we do, so that's pretty cool.
I have cat ears on, everybody, because I'm playing now.
Oh, and that is the best part.
Yeah. Do we have visuals up from the thing? I'm not looking at the Twitch right now. Is there like a logo or anything of what
Yeah.
we're playing?
Yep.
So for those of you just joining us, I am Bonnie, and I've chosen to be a Mancer, which will be a wizard version of a cat person. And my character is going to be taking advantage of something called backfire, because my secret is I am a cat who's not really the best magician, because she has bad luck a lot, or he has bad luck a lot. And his nickname, which has been given to him, and he is just let stick after much chagrin, is Sinji, being that this is a black cat whose hair has semi-recently and possibly repetitively been completely burned off due to spell malfunction. So Sinji is trying to prove himself on this journey that he is competent, and if not, he will try to use his bad luck for the betterment of everybody. Or die trying. But he's got 9 lives.
It's going to weaponize his bad luck.
Weaponize his bad luck, just like the Black Cat in Spider-Man.
All right, so here's another thing: is part of the cat's belief is that they do in fact have 9 lives, but in the form of reincarnation.
So I'm not just gonna pop back as myself.
No,
my job
you believe that if you die, you will come back as a different cat. This is somehow both comforting and supremely annoying.
Oh, Jim's got a good question. How do
Shoot.
we know which life we're on?
And now you have asked the basis of cat religion.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, that's what
Interesting.
cat clerics are for. They're there to kind of figure out which life you're on. It's really weird because dogs are basically like medieval Christians, because they believe that they have to be a good dog and follow the precepts of man. And cats are functionally kind of Buddhists, but they're Buddhist with an expiration date. Is they believe they have 9 lives, and if they get past number 9,
Whoops.
they're not sure what happens.
That's disturbing.
Yeah, so you're Buddhist with an expiration date because you have a limited amount of reincarnations to try and keep things straight. There's not really a whole lot in there on what they believe happens beyond the 9th, but I will go ahead and say it is in the book a couple times as to banish someone beyond the 9th is apparently a very potent swear or curse.
Banished beyond the 9th.
Yep. So it's whatever it's, you were a jerk in this life, and I hope it was your last one. So that you go to whatever the bad thing is that jerks go to.
You have to share a cat bed with a dog. I don't like it. You're gonna become a house pet. Hooray.
Well, that's weird because there are still kind of like pet animals that haven't awakened. There's no examples of like cats owning cats, but I suppose it's conceivable.
Well, I mean, Mickey Mouse had Pluto and also Goofy as a friend, and that always confused the hell out of me. One walks around on 4 legs, and the other one's in clothes.
Yeah, I just
Play
assumed.
that, right? Just play that. Goofy versus Pluto. Sentient dog, or whatever versus non.
Yep, it's like sometimes the uplift was not very kind.
Oh man, some of this artwork is awesome.
I
like
the artwork.
I love the one.
The art is so great.
There's a black cat about to backstab the guy who's like counting pennies or something.
I'm gonna
That's
show
like,
people a little bit of the artwork. See, so pretty.
Chapter
It's
1.
really
Good. Can you put a link to the Kickstarter in there?
I have been, yeah, I've been making posts and
which
stuff.
there is thankfully, I think there's backer kit support,
So
which is nice because
cat people. This is what my character looks like, you guys.
I
Or
am
like my kind of
unfortunate-
character.
Wait, what? Hold on.
I'm
Hang out,
unfortunately beyond.
Where's your character? Oh, it's in the chat.
Just showing them the picture of the footpads.
Oh, okay. I'm the cute wizard with the lumpy hat.
Yep.
Except I'll be all singed and sad looking.
And burned.
I'm trying to find out where they put the backer kit support.
I feel like we should add River to the video call.
Oh, yeah.
Kitty cam.
We're saying we need to get laptops so that they can also have little windows in the screen. For viewers, we have cats watching us. Actually, we got 2 actual cat players. We got River here. He is currently ignoring me. River, there she is. Say hi. Say hi. And Simon was guarding the television.
Okay. So, as a note, guys, Mal will not be getting a backer kit site up until after Gen Con in August because they're working on getting Pugmire launched at Gen Con, which I don't blame them for. So, sadly, due to financial hickety-gickety, I literally missed the Kickstarter by 1 day.
Aw.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to have to wait until the backer kit launches to officially back the crap out of this because I'm going to back the crap out of this. I also have another bucket of things that I'm currently backing like a madman. Because I'm weird.
Yeah.
I have a bucket of backing to do.
I have to catch up on some things I backed a while ago that actually finished, and I have not played the games of the things that I backed. I need to make sure I'm done.
I'm looking forward to especially one of them. They say they're currently angling for October, which is magnificent, and it is a game called Dialect, which is I believe it is going to be a card-based sort of role-playing game. Language, how it grows and how it dies.
Okay.
I see your eyebrows waggling very furiously.
Which is an intensely nerdy thing to have a game about, but it's also something that's near and dear to my small, linguistically minded heart.
Just.
It fills me with glee.
The dancing eyebrow of doom.
Sorry. I gotta. I'm putting the webcam.
You're with the right people. That's all I've got to say about that.
We also have a Jigglypuff puppet sitting in the corner over here, which I could pull out for random needs, but is not relevant to Cat Game.
There's a lot of things that aren't relevant to Cat Game, and that's completely okay. But let's be honest.
I'm hoping when we stream the actual games, I want to have a cat on my lap while playing, so I think it'll make it better.
I'll make the stream. Cats make a lot of things better. So do dogs. I miss having a dog. But I like having a kid, and that's a lot like having a dog.
It's like
that talks to you and eats
all the food
a
in the
lot
house.
of food.
I like cats. You don't need to take them for walks. And if you have a long day, you don't have to worry about them dying because they take care of themselves. They're not like, oh no, I've got to pee, because you have litter boxes and it's okay.
You know what? Kids are really cool in that aspect too. Like, you have to potty train them, but after just, I mean, they will eventually go on their own.
Hopefully in the toilet.
Hopefully. I've heard horror stories.
Oh god, my poor friend from Blood Bowl.
So Gary was streaming Blood Bowl competition stuff, and his competitor, the guy he was competing against, sorry, was like, "Oh no, I have to go. Oh, what happened? My child just shat in the oven."
Oh, God.
What?
Why? Why?
My
Because-
child just
Why
shat
was-
in the oven.
Wait, your child or a child?
The child of my opponent.
Worse if it's like
His
some random
opponent's
child.
child.
in your house.
That would be really random.
It's like, that's a little odd. It's like, I don't
No.
even know how, but I know it came from a kid. As opposed to that.
Oh, it was legitimately, it was my opponent's son. The reason is because he's new. So I stopped asking questions like why.
Just like you show up in your kitchen, you're like, a child has broken.
It was something that is like his wife called from the other room, and he's like, "Oh dear, makes no sense," but okay. I think he later kind of revealed that it was his son's logic was, it's big, it's white, it has a lid, therefore it's a toilet.
Oh my.
Can't argue with that.
Child logic. Anyway, so Chris says, my parents' cats are named Simon and River. Yay, Firefly for the win.
Yeah, exactly. Hooray, someone got it. Yeah, unfortunately, Simon is being just like the pompous Simon in the show and hiding and being proud somewhere else. Oh, I have him. Hold on. Yes, so just like on Firefly, River is a spaz who also can do kung fu, but it's also skitterish. And Simon, which is now on TV. Here's Simon. He has a very
Welcome
serious
to the
mouth.
internet.
He has a very
Yes.
serious softer face.
Oh
Once upon
man,
a time,
guys, we just hit 30 viewers because of the cat. I'm just kidding.
Once upon a
just
time, I
kidding.
too owned a giant tuxedo. He was
Oh,
adorable.
they're such great kitty cats.
Oh. Yeah, he's huge. Look at this guy. He's like, hi guys, what's up? I was sleeping, but Donnie decided to put me on the internet.
Kitty,
he's a good
kitty
boy.
cat.
He says, hi Ashley.
Hello.
Bonnie's playing a version of me that's been caught on fire.
This causes me some concern.
I'm a bit concerned by this. He's more concerned being that I picked him up and did not give him a treat as a result. So, River, what do you think about that? She doesn't talk about it. Did we get 30 viewers from that? Because that was intense.
Man, I think we hit over 1,000.
Oh my god.
Keep showing people the cats. They're gonna keep coming. Cats, show them more cats. Give them more cats.
Alright.
Cat overload.
Oh gosh.
No, that's good though.
What am I doing? Spells. I'm loading up my spells. Spells. Prestidigitation. Something. Prestidigitonium.
Okay, so let me keep writing down stuff.
Yep.
Light armor.
We're doing armor now?
Well, she is. She gets a rucksack full of stuff. Everybody gets everybody gets a rucksack full of stuff that comes with your character, which is great because everybody has something.
Apparently, I have a few plastic coins.
Which is relevant. Plastic is actually a super rare material that
Wow.
was recently discovered and revolutionized the cat world because it's what boats are made out of. Because the plastic can cross the acid sea.
What?
Yep.
There's
And plastic armor is incredibly rare and valued for both its strength and its lightness.
Huh? Okay.
Plastic is basically Mithril in cat world.
Basically,
You also have to
what
remember this is a post-human civilization, so the plastic of the far future is going to be much better than our crappy plastic today that can't survive a microwave. Now, I do want to make note as we kind of talk about the rucksack. Another thing I like is everyone has something they have acquired under unusual circumstances. So, and it's up to you what those unusual circumstances were.
From the...
Okay. Now, I will request that they...
You mean the weapons? Weapons.
It's on your rucksack, on the sheet for your calling. Like under your calling, there's a section called rucksack.
Under my... okay.
If you go to Mancers in the book, there's a list of things that are in their rucksack.
Oh. Okay.
You have a bag of stuff.
Right.
And you have, specifically, you have one focus, crafted from bone, of course, but it was acquired under unusual circumstances. So you have to come up with the unusual circumstances. Now, generally, I would recommend that these be at least 50% grounded. For example, the footpad has an item of great financial value gained under unusual circumstances. So a particularly daring or outlandish tale would be appropriate. Something suitably adventurous and cat-like. I want it in a dance battle with Darth Vader is not.
Wait, can you repeat these examples?
For example, on the footpad, you have something expensive that you acquired under unusual circumstances. I want it in a card game versus a hooded figure who exuded an aura of mystery. This is a good unusual circumstance. It's memorable. The champion has access to a weapon that he gained under unusual circumstances. I fought off a bear, and when I cut it open, there was this sword inside of it. That is unusual and memorable. I won it in a dance battle with Darth Vader is probably not acceptable. And no, you don't get Darth Vader's lightsaber. Although hypothetically, you could have a plastic Darth Vader lightsaber eventually. And yes, it would be a masterwork weapon of great value. I just see Jim smiling more and more as I keep talking.
He's smiling quite a bit. He's like, really?
Yeah, everything in here is kind of inborn with a little bit of... They want some of your equipment to already have a story. Even at level 1, you are set apart from most commoners by having more going on.
Do we pick... Well, it says I have a weapon, shield, armor. Do I pick any weapon, any armor? Or...
Yeah. I would look at your first secrets. These are basically feats. They're just called secrets here because that makes them more cat form.
I basically have all the weapon and armor proficiencies.
Yep. Shield aptitude, and you get a fighting style or inspiring word. So I would look at the fighting style sections on page 37 and kind of make that decision then.
Yep. So I'm going to do protection style.
I get good memory or Nancy.
I'd pick Mancy because it's just more useful.
What's good memory versus Nancy?
Good memory means you can remember things very easily, and it's easier for you to learn new spells. The Mancy secret actually gives you more spells.
I'll do Nancy.
Yeah. I will openly admit, as some feedback I've kind of been compiling to the developer, is these options are, some of them are very flavorful, but they are not very equivalent in a lot of cases. I really do prefer, personally, that some things... I prefer that, especially when it comes to flavor choice, it's easier to make the decision based on what I want, as opposed to which one is strictly better. And especially since, as far as I can tell, Mancy is basically necessary.
I guess unless you don't want to have a lot of spells.
Well, the thing is, what Mancy gives you is a personal focus made of bone. And by taking this secret, you are personally attuned to the focus, and you can channel arcane energy through it. It's uniquely tied to you, and by taking this secret, you learn 3 basic spells that can always be used by the focus: Chill Touch, Eldridge Blast, and Prestidigitation. In addition, the Mancier can cast 2 first-level spells. All references to spellcasting ability are referenced to intelligence. I don't know how you can play a Mancier without taking Mancy, unless you're Mancer.
But I already have but I have a focus bone no matter what, based on my character.
Yes, but you're not attuned to it. Apparently, I'm confused about how the Mancy secret works works in regards to the Mancer, because it seems like something they should just have.
Well, they did say, I guess, at the top of the doc that some stuff's not in here.
Yeah, I was like, I kind of assume that that's one that's going to be kind of fiddled with.
Yeah, because maybe like you can have a lot of different little bone things and save up a ton of.
And use them for different reasons. I'm assuming that's going to be an extra one, but it's a correction I've already poked him about. Is as written, you kind of have to take Mancy in order to be able to cast your basic spells.
Yeah.
I don't really see an option to take good memory currently.
So these are and skills are different than calling secrets.
Correct.
Right.
Calling secrets are basically feats. Your skills are actually done in a very different way that I kind of approve of. You do get secrets that are part of it, but you also get things like your calling secrets, which are your special feats that you get. You also get house secrets. These are essentially feat options. At first level, a cat gets 2 house secrets to start with.
2 house secrets.
Yes, and you get kitten secrets.
What?
You can choose to have house upbringing or cat of the world as your kitten secret.
Okay, well, are you a wildcat?
Yeah, you were essentially a stray. You can choose to be a stray and be cat of the world. And there are backgrounds as well that affect your skills.
I have a comment here. Oh,
go ahead.
Chris the left. Prestidigitation, I imagine, would be useful. Quick, make a laser pointer red dot to distract them.
Functionally, yeah.
That's a good point. Literally.
Oh wow. That's good. It's bad good. Good bad. Bad Bonnie. That was good.
That's me. It's good, it's bad. I think my cat probably came from an indoor was a house upbringing.
Yes. You would have the house upbringing kitten secret.
Kitten secret.
Yes. And that will be one of your secrets. Your other secret will be a house secret.
Where do I find that?
So under houses,
Yeah, Angora.
you will select Angora.
Yep.
You may select House Upbringing Angora or Voracious Learner. And you can find what these do under the House Secrets section on page 42.
Ah, okay.
Now, House Angora has more house secrets than that, but you only have access to the early two.
Yeah.
So, Voracious Learner, you gain a secret on an advantage on intelligence checks involving something the cat might have read or heard about in the past. It doesn't comply on completely new things, but if you might have conceivably read it, you get an advantage on the roll. It's pseudo-bardic knowledge.
Yeah. There's only, I guess, Voracious Learner does not apply to situations that are new.
Now, you can also say House Upbringing, which is one of your starting secrets for being in House Angora. So you actually get to take your two.
So no matter what, I get House Upbringing, and I can also take Voracious Learner?
Yes, because you get two house secrets to start with. House Upbringing, you can speak the secret language known by your house and expect small favors. Now I do mean small. But, and you can spend fortune to make people a friend of the house. Or a random.
I can, like, if we wander into the house that I grew up in and I've got the what is it, our team or party with us, I can bribe them into being welcome as well, sort of.
You can spend fortune to declare that the random guy you met at the front of the house is an old friend or relative and welcomes you in the party and vouches for you.
For house vouches, okay.
Yeah, so basically you would take either a personal fortune that you've earned for role playing or from the fortune pot, and go, no, it's my old uncle Otto
Steve.
Otto Steve von Fluffy Pants von Rex.
And they're like, oh, yes,
he's like, oh, nephew, are you still on fire? Why? Whatever. Get you and your friends in here.
Then he's like, he's actually not my uncle. But
yeah,
now
no, he totally is now.
Okay. Cool. That was secrets. Versus skills. Are you still looking up skills, or are we supposed to be looking up skills right now?
Honestly, it's going to be one of those where skills are going to be a little, they're kind of where you get them from different places, and so it's how do I describe this? All right, so if we go to your page, you have a list of skills you can choose two from. You get an advantage on these rolls because you're good at them. However, that's just from your calling.
Which page are you on?
Under your calling. Like if you look at the Mancer page, there's a list of skills. You get to choose two from them.
Calling secrets, that one, or a different, or is there a skills?
Callings under character creation.
Calling.
Where it's your big list of everything. Where you found your rucksack, your first secrets. Yeah. And you get two skills from there.
Ooh. Okay. Anyone else planning on healing people?
Why
now,
so
here's the
cute?
thing is you get two more skills based on your background.
So I actually get 4?
You get 4. You get 2 from your calling and 2 from your background.
So, but from that pile offered on the page with the suggested choose 2 from ...
Correct. Now, I would suggest, because you have a pile on your calling page, you actually look at the background page, which is on page 31, and you just get these 2 skills. It's not a list. You pick what your calling, what your background is, and then you get those 2, and then you can choose 2 more from your calling list. list. Would be a better way to organize it, I think.
Do I have to choose a background and then come from there?
Oh, you just get the 2 from the background?
You just get the 2 from the background outright.
Okay.
And then I add 2 from the choose 2 from pile in addition.
Exactly. Also remember on your background page to add anything in the rucksack.
Ooh. Okay.
Yep. So you can add a bunch of different things here.
Oh, there's
So it is.
There's actually a rucksack section on the first page of the player sheet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which I think is incredibly relevant.
At least on mine. Oh, here we go. Background. Okay. So there's additional stuff that can go in your rucksack based on your. But what do I want to be? Scholar, no.
Koala.
There is not a koala option.
There will be eventually. There will eventually be like the Australia expansion.
I want to ride in the pocket pouch of a roo.
But you know, it's post-human Australia, so the kangaroos are probably like 70 feet tall and shoot lasers out of their eyes to defend against the giant metal hybrid super spiders that exist there. Man, Australia in Pugmire World must be amazing.
We just have to wait for Kangamire or like what the kangaroos of Roo or something. The koalas of Roo. Jeez, I don't know. What are you, Ashley and Jim? What background are you guys picking?
Oh, I did soldier.
Jim's a soldier.
I'm
Ashley,
actually still kind of trying to read through things. I'm looking for it now.
Page 31, because you can be a common folk, a criminal, a disciple, a merchant, a noble, an outsider, a scholar, or a soldier. Jim's character makes sense to be a soldier.
Yeah.
I feel like my character is probably... I kind of think it would be funny if I'm trying to sell magic tricks, but my magic is what keeps backfiring on me. So if I was a merchant, that might be interesting. But otherwise, I could be a scholar. And I know a ton about a lot of stuff. I'm just really bad at doing spells myself. But I know a lot about them. I don't know.
Maybe mine would work with being a merchant. At first, I was thinking maybe like a criminal, but if I'm a merchant, that would actually also make sense with stealing things so that I could resell them, like a pawn shop.
You should call your character Pawn Shop. Your character's name is Pawn Shop.
I'd approve it.
Hey, that's a plus. I say go for it.
Call myself Pawn.
Pawn Shop.
Pawn Shop?
Pawn Shop is officially your name. You saw it on the front of one of the Elder buildings once and have no idea what it means, but you liked it.
But the phrase sounds magical in your ears, and you're like, that would be a great name for me.
For me?
So you have named yourself Pawn Shop.
My name is Pawn Shop. Great.
Yeah, no. See, that's the perfect thing about this is you found this and literally just chilling. Like one day you were wandering and you found the ruins of the elder humans, and you saw a place and you didn't recognize the strange glyphs, but you wrote them down and you brought them back. Someone translated them for you, and it turns out it said Pawn Shop. I don't know why, but you just liked it.
Fair enough.
It felt right.
That sounds like a backstory to me.
Yeah,
all right.
I like it. I'm gonna write it down.
Go for it.
It's like, behold, character backstories, because.
You said you like puns and things. We're already getting there. Let me see. Oh, I'm like, I could be a disinherited noble, or I could be a scholar, or I could be an outsider. Perhaps you've never known a root aside from the sky, no scholar. What's funnier? Part of me is like, what would be funnier? But if I came from a house, I think it makes fun if I'm a scholarly person or I'm a noble. That might be good. I think
you could technically do it where you could be a dispossessed noble who came from a different house.
It came from a different house?
Yeah, basically cats have the ability to have a breed name and a house.
You're echoing a little bit. Gary.
Yep. What? I'm trying to locate this.
I'm gonna say I'm a disinherited noble that decided that after not fitting in and getting kicked out of the family, I was like, I'm gonna be a wizard. Yeah, that'll show them.
So you left your original house and joined House Angora.
Yeah.
So you could pick like
Where I came from.
Yeah, you could pick any starting house.
Let's see.
That's gonna be the one. That's gonna be the one that you were just. Like House Korat is traditionally like the most jock, I guess. Cats get.
Soldiers and tacticians.
Yeah.
Why are you echoing?
So are you.
Weird.
Maybe I came from the shadow block. Minor houses and the like that desire to say and that desire a say in the government. Only this house used.
Yeah, I mean you could take.
I was kicked out of the shadow block and joined House Angora.
You got tired of being a peasant.
Mm-hmm.
You got tired of being this weird little outsider. Or you could have been a member of a house that was on the outs.
Alright.
A house that was on a what?
On the outs, like someone that fell from power during the Great Vale consolidation.
Yeah. Smelodon. Is that a thing?
House.
In secret, remnants of the dishonored monarchy of Smelodon are using the shadow block to rebuild.
Alright.
Oh, it's echoing back through Bonnie's speakers.
Oh, should I get my headphones?
We might want to.
I have mine.
You can listen through yours, I can listen through mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get your splitter.
Well, I mean, you could listen through yours and I can listen through mine.
No, because then it does the thing where I'll hear you twice. The splitter's right here. Oh yeah, so you have to get headphones either way.
While we're fixing things. I'm sending you guys promotional for the stream on Facebook.
Are you just listening to me?
Nothing. Your Twitter isn't compatible with your face.
That's what I was trying to tell you before. You were like,
You okay with that?
We should have technical difficulties ironed out in just a moment.
It's been working very solidly. Almost an hour. Change.
Yeah, it just randomly decided it wasn't gonna.
It's a Christmas miracle.
fixed it. How's that? How about now?
Sounds good.
Check.
Yeah.
Check.
Yep,
Check.
it's coming
Fix.
through this line.
Alright.
No, I'm actually sitting here going, I'm waiting for them to put more information in the book because they did a very good job of making House Smilodon sound very interesting. Especially since Smilodon is a real thing. That would be the genus name for the saber-toothed tiger.
Oh.
So while everybody else is like house cats, there's this one that was a freaking saber-toothed tiger, and I'm kind of going, did we bring them back? Is that a thing now? So
I'm totally taking that as the house that I was either left or was kicked out of then, because I think that makes for quite a questionable backstory.
yeah, right now it's like it's the perfect mystery because there's literally no information on it.
Great. I left, but I'm just not going to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. It was something I just don't want to go into it.
It's the problem, guys, and it's not to deal with it.
Left the House of Smilodon. So this means I am what? Noble is what that was called.
Mhm.
So that gives me some stuff. Which is good. Noble. Noble means I get no history and persuade.
Mm-hmm. Those are your two.
Yeah. And I also get, I think we all get some plastic coins in our bags. I think every character gets that, maybe. Yep, we all start with a few plastic coins. So it has this going on, and was taken in by Angkor. Jim is watching Google spoof videos. Jim, what's your thing? So you're a soldier.
Yep. Let me pull up the thing. So, Maurice Essenbout von Siberian, the champion. Background soldier. Skills, I get Intimidate and Traverse for my background. And I picked Sense Motive and Notice. Secrets. I get a bunch of weapon and armor proficiencies for my background.
Nice.
Or for being a champion. And then I picked Protection, Fighting Style. And then I get Hardy Constitution for being House Siberian.
Plus 1d4 to all con saves.
Oh,
Alright.
Mm.
I've got promotion on my stuff. So.
Yay. In my rucksack, I have a Warhammer, which I'm still trying to figure out where I got it from. A shield, half-plate armor, gloves, torch, rations, and 50 feet of rope. Never know when you're going to need 50 feet of rope.
it's the truth of every D&D game. There's
Always have rope.
you always need rope, and you never have enough rope.
Yeah.
I don't care that we have 3,000 kilometers of rope.
Not enough rope.
To go around the world twice.
I'm gonna get
By the
healed
way,
because I
while
think we'll need it.
While we are just dirtling around, Ashley,
Dirtle.
Mhm.
I need you to type in at the top of your PDF, page 86, and share this image with the world. And by the world, I mean like the 5 people watching.
Hi, 5 people watching.
There are 8 people watching, actually.
Hey,
Hi,
okay.
8 people watching. Wait, 86? What page is that? Is that... Oh, that's the open game license
Nope,
thing?
it's the page before that.
That's 85. Oh, but if you include the title page, I see. Oh, you mean the picture of the pug?
The final boss.
Ah! Puppy dog!
That's
The mighty
funny.
Draco boss.
Matcha,
The mighty-
how wonderful. Thank you so much, Shadow. I was just served tea on my channel. Woohoo! It's so good.
What?
I'm glad you have that emote.
All right, I have this system on my channel where I can use a command when my friend Shadow is moderating, that allows me to serve my viewers coffee and tea, and it chooses a random type of coffee or tea. So I never know what you're gonna get, and you never know what you're gonna get, but it's gonna be awesome.
So we don't get it because we're in the broadcast, but everyone watching is having free digital tea and coffee right now?
Yes.
Yes.
I want a digital coffee too.
I had real coffee.
I'm drinking a Sam Adams.
It's kind of like
that's
coffee.
And earlier we were eating gelato.
Beer and gelato. That sounds amazing.
Well, let's just say I tried pouring some of said Sam Adams into the last bits of my gelato, and it didn't taste as amazing as you might think it would.
I don't think it'd be good together.
Yeah,
Chris-
don't stir them together expecting a float. It's not like that.
Yeah, beer floats are generally not good because beer and dairy just don't go together.
Well, I will disagree on one part. I think car bombs with just Baileys and a shot of Baileys into a Guinness is pretty good, but only for the first 20 seconds, and then it's a very disgusting experience.
Yeah, I've tried like ice cream in a stout, which you'd think might work.
You'd think
but-
That
it would
sounds
work,
like it would
but
be
it's
pretty
just not.
good.
It's good
Yeah,
until
it
it's
sounds like it would
disgusting.
be, but it's really not.
All right, question. Because I'm worried that we're all going to die, and I have bad luck. I'm adding heal as one of my 2 additional skills,
Okay.
and since it seems like that's good, is there any good reason, like, to choose notice versus search? Like, if I was to pick one of those 2,
Honestly, they're both useful, depending.
what's notice versus, like, what's the big differences?
Notice is basically your spot check. It's basically going, hey guys, there's somebody sneaking up on us.
Oh,
Versus search, which is your ability to kind of, find stuff when you're looking around a room carefully.
do we all not get to do, like, search checks, or?
You can. These are not like the old D&D stuff where you can't do it if you don't have points in it.
Mm-hmm.
These literally, everyone can do most things. It's just here. It gives you an advantage on the roll.
Okay. Then I think I'm gonna try. No Arcana might be good because I'm a magician person.
Did you not get that for house?
No, House didn't come with that. House Angora gave me House Upbringing Angora and Voracious Learner. But it did not give, and that just means I remember things. It didn't say specifically what.
That's the. No, it's noble. You knew history. Okay, and your House Angora. Yeah, just give you Voracious Learner. Okay, so it's getting secrets and your background.
Yeah.
Looks okay. Yeah, no Arcana is probably really good.
Where can I
Okay, I'm gonna
research
do that
my
instead.
house?
What?
Where can I research my house at?
It's going to be under houses in Chapter 2.
Chapter 2. Okay.
Do you have the hyperlinks open on the side?
Yeah, there's table of contents.
Hyperlinks on the side? No, I don't.
If under view, like if you have it open in a PDF viewer, you should be able to view the table of contents, which makes it a lot easier to get around.
I'm actually viewing it on the website.
Okay, houses start on page 26. So if you go there and start scrolling downwards, one of them is your house.
There we go.
Yep. Okay, so I'm taking, because of whatever, I have no nature and survive, and then I'm adding heal and no arcana. So those are my 4 skills that I'm doing. Okay. Answers. What else do I have? Answers? I want to look at my spells now and get some spells.
Spells.
We need some spells. some bad spells. They're bad, super bad. Here we go. Chill Touch, Eldritch Blast, and Prestidigitation. I want to say Prestidigitonium, but that's a completely different thing.
We'll go with it.
Prestidigitonium. Digitation. I can spell it, I just can't say it. Chill Touch, Eldritch Blast. Cool. Chill Touch. Chill. Do you think we'll be able to have a fun campaign with the 3 of us plus you as the DM, or is this like the normal good
3 to
starting
4
group?
is a pretty 3 to
4 is not
kind of
bad.
average. 3 is a little small, but it's fine.
I know somebody else that wants to play.
Brenneman?
Oh, you know what? That would be awesome. Let me
He's been
see
playing
it.
Dracula in our Dracula radio play series. He's been doing an amazing job.
Let me see if he's even around, because he does have his own stream.
Because I would say, if anyone else needs to join, they should probably hop into this session while we're making things, so that.
I mean, I can pick it up later, and I've got a couple of people around here that might.
I was hoping Liz could do it, but she's very swamped, so she probably can't fit it in to her schedule. Chill Touch, Eldritch Blast, Prestidigitation, level 1 spells, and I'm having a derp here. I can tell how many spells I get based on how many level 1 spells do you get? Is it 3? I feel like we talked about this, but I didn't write it down. How many spells? I get 3 basic spells, which I already got. But how do you choose the other ones? Snap a bee. Some of this is very close to looking at other RPGs, but then every time I think I know exactly where to find a thing, it's like, oh, it's not there. It's in another thing. Derp. Magic. How spells work. Answers.
They don't.
Well, in my character, I have a bone focus, blah, blah, blah. I just can't find out how many do I get, or am I allowed to prep any of these level 1s in the book ahead of time?
I think I'm trying to figure out which ones you know and which ones you don't, and I'll be honest, it's not made incredibly clear.
Because as long as I just need to learn it ahead of time, you know? I just love the picture of the kitty, like, bringing up a bunch of bones. It's like, what?
Oh my gosh, we've got beer as an option now on our available drinks on my channel! What? Anyway.
Everyone's having coffees and beers. And
coffee, beer, and tea.
It's a party. I'm gonna take a screenshot of my character sheet so far to share with
anyway,
the world.
some of my viewers have said, Bonnie, you should join the stream so that you can have some coffee or tea too.
In addition, it's under learning new spells. Character creation, dancers and ministers, I'm going to assume know any basic spells that come with their spellcasting secret. Supposed to be. In addition, a starting spellcaster can take 2 first level spells.
2 first level spells.
Great.
Okay. 2. And that means I'm only allowed to know those.
Correct.
Right? Okay.
You'll have to learn the remainder over the course of play.
Meaning, like, as I level up? Or...
Yes, and also you can learn them for doing things in general.
Okay.
Like, you can learn access to more of them.
I don't think I've ever played... The only time I've been a wizard of any kind was this weekend at Origins, because I played a pre-gen of a pyrokinetic child with an owlbear sidekick toy, which was a doll strapped to her hip, and she kept setting things on fire. Yeah.
Yes, I love that class. That is not exactly a wizard, but you played the...
I got burned, so I would use burn to singe myself, but then I took on, non-lethal damage by constantly burning myself to gain upped power. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't like that class when it came out. The kineticist is amazing, and they're all...
I had fun. Yeah, I had
But
fun.
yes.
Jim played a gunslinger.
The
but I chose
kineticist, what you played was the I forget what they call them, but it's like their archetype. I'm trying to think what they call it. It's basically whenever they talk about like the kineticist doing something, it's always that character.
Yeah.
And yes, she is a fantastic little thing because she basically wields a hockey stick and has a little owlbear plushie.
Yeah, and his name's
hey,
Bob.
hey, Paizo, we're still waiting on the owlbear plushies.
I want one really bad. I kept my character sheet and everything because there's a picture of the little owlbear on her hip.
Yeah, no, she's fantastic. And
Yeah.
the kineticist is a great class, and people are just dumb and they don't like having fun. It's like people that don't
There
like
you go.
people that don't like the kineticist are the people who want to stay up late at night jerking off to algebra and how superior their numbers are, and they just hate fun.
Wow.
Because the kineticist is freaking amazing. It's a wizard with none of the bookkeeping, none of the upkeep, and all of the pew-pew.
Well, the only upkeep that you can do is you have to completely do a full day of rest to unburnify yourself.
Yeah. No
But
half
I learned-
around.
But you can half summon, burn, and fake it and not actually scorch yourself. So once I realized that, I was less wounded for a while.
Yeah.
I pistol whipped a fire element.
And Jim pistol whipped a fire elemental during our campaign.
That's just gorgeous.
Because he was a gunslinger, and they kept saying that projectile weapons won't work on it. So you're like, okay, so I'm gonna pistol.
No, it
whip
wasn't that. It's just that it was all up in my grill.
It was literally in his face, so a
Like,
long distance
And
weapon.
pistol whip is actually a fantastic skill because, it just knocks it prone somehow.
Yeah.
So what
was
else?
funny at the
What
time.
else do we need to determine on our character sheets still?
I'm picking my spells.
Once you get your skills in, I think you're basically done. The only one that's got extra is the spellcaster.
I chose just because I thought it's hilarious. I'm doing Chaos Spray because throwing glitter is funny, and I want to pick another spell. So I'm just trying to figure out which spell I want for my other level 1 spell. Ray of Enfeeblement sounds really funny. So basically, I'm throwing a black beam of dark energy towards a character, and on a hit, the target deals only half damage. So basically, I'm throwing bad luck onto someone else.
Yes, which is why I'm like, that's a good one.
Oh, damn, but that's level 2. All right, so in the future, I want that one. Otherwise, what's left? Silent Image, which sort of seems like a more uber version of Prestidigitation, versus a Natural Rebuke, which is I point at my finger and a visible character that damaged me is momentarily surrounded by unnatural flames, and they must make it. So I'm just surrounding it by flame. Oh, damn, Vicious Monkey's only for ministers?
Yeah.
I love Vicious Monkey. Aww. It's the one where you just unleash a string of insults that causes damage on somebody. You just
Do
swear.
you mean Mockery? Or is it called Monkey in this one?
Well, I called it Monkey, but it's Vicious Mockery. It's funnier if you think of it as
No, trust me, Monkeys make the best spells because legitimately there's a spell in Pathfinder that unleashes a horde of that summons a horde of monkeys. And they steal your stuff and break everything.
You just drop a horde of monkeys on them.
It's literally called Mad Monkeys.
Mad Monkey doesn't love you.
Yeah, it has a distraction. Okay, here's the thing. It has a distraction attack because they're deafened. People who fail to save versus the distraction attack are deafened as well as nauseated. And the monkeys attempt one disarm or steal combat maneuver as a free action. They will steal people's shit and then they will break it.
Cool.
That sounds awesome.
So the monkeys will. The range is literally a 30-foot blob of monkeys. There is a 30-foot blob of monkeys that are just running around, and you summon a full swarm. And they just run around and steal crap from people. And it's the best spell in the game. And it's the most effective spell in the game? No. Does anybody care? No. It's freaking swarm. Monkeys. They steal shit and break it.
All right. I have it narrowed down to 2. So either Inflict Wounds, which is melee spell, and on hit the target takes 3d6 of necrotic damage. Or Mirror Image, where basically I make multiples of myself to confuse the bad guy. And the duplicates have defense values of 10 plus our dexterity modifier. And the only reason I think that might be funny is because we only have 3 people in our campaign. So if I start popping copies of myself everywhere, the enemy might try to hit them.
I think it's probably a good option rather than the melee spell, especially when you did pick like I have no constitution.
Let me see. My constitution is 12. I have
Okay.
but I have 8 strength.
Yeah, so that's fine. Your melee spell won't use that. It's just you probably want the spell that doesn't let you get up close and personal with people.
Which means making copies of myself.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably a good one.
Ooh. And my duplicate has a defense equal to 10 plus my dexterity modifier, which I don't have one. And yeah. And this doesn't actually hit me at all. It's just going to confuse the hell out of someone. So I'm going to go for confusing the hell out of someone. Mirror Image.
Yep. That's always a fun
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. So Chaos Spray and Mirror Image.
Maurice was playing what is it, Ring the Bell, like carnival games.
Your character?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he won. He rung the bell.
Uh-huh.
Like, great, here's your stuffed animal. Like, no, I think I'm gonna keep this hammer. I like the hammer.
So his weapon is the ring the bell hammer?
Yeah.
So that's Jim's unusual weapon that he got from it.
I completely and utterly approve of this. Is there was a random carnival game and you were just like, I like this, and walked off and nobody said anything because you're huge.
Yeah.
Oh man, I have to choose my. I have to find my weird thing because I got the bone from something, right?
Yeah.
Do you want me? Do
Hmm.
you want me to send you my character? I just have it in like plain text.
Oh, that's fine. You can just keep it. I don't really need it.
Okay.
It's like
Until we start.
I mean, honestly, I don't even need it then. It's just I'll just ask you. What's your save here?
You'll just trust us to tell you. Yeah, we'll tell you the right thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's no fun if you don't, and also I will be keeping track of it once you tell me.
So is proficient? I'm looking at this chart. Proficiency bonus. Is there a thing for that, or do we not have that yet?
There's a specific option for proficiency bonuses. Okay, it's under character creation. What that does is anytime you do something that you have a proficiency bonus, you are skilled at something. It grows over time, so it starts at +2. It's applied on the following rolls: attacks with using weapons, which you have the aptitude secret; ability checks using skills you have, which are the 4 you took; saving throws based on our calling's primary abilities; saving throw difficulties for spell you cast; and attack rolls with a spell you cast. There's a section on what the proficiency bonus does.
Okay, looking for that under character creation, proficiency bonus. All right. Attack rolls, appropriate aptitude secret. So we just put a +2 at the top of the sheet, right? And then aptitude secret, page 54. Aptitude secret.
Yes.
Aptitude.
There are certain skills that can't be used if you don't know them, but generally you can try and use it. You just don't get the proficiency bonus. Sometimes there may be a disadvantage to it. Basically, if you don't have the skill on your sheet, if it's not one of your 4, I get to make things up.
But by default, most of us probably put those from page 33 on our thing.
Yeah, you have fairly
Like-
you have 4 skills that you have access to that you are proficient with and give you a bonus. You can do most of them. For example, though, the example they give is very good one: no Arcana. If you don't know Arcana, you can't read arcane writing. I don't care what kind of crap you make up. You can't do it.
Uh-oh.
No Culture, you might be at a disadvantage on because you haven't studied it. But if it's something specific to you, like let's say you haven't studied the history of a serious house, for example, like Ashley, her character isn't from a house proper, so she might not know culture, but being from a smattering of houses, she might know something about one of the lesser houses that fell into the shadow block. So that would be something, and I would let her roll in that case, but I wouldn't let her roll no culture for, say, House Mao.
So do I kind of get 2 addition skills now? Because like on page 33, Noble says no history and persuade. Would I put those under
Yes,
my
those are your
skills too?
background skills.
So background
You have 4 skills. You have your background skills, and you have your class skills that you choose 2 of. Once you have those 4 skills, your skills are done.
I feel like I got 2 before from being... Somehow I wrote no nature and survive from earlier, but I wonder if I... Oh, maybe because I thought I was an outsider before, but then I changed it because I ended up going with noble. Okay, no history. I'm no history and persuade, and I chose heal and know our friend. Okay.
Yes, exactly. Intelligence-based skills are the one where you're most likely to just not be allowed to roll it, because that actually involves just knowing things, and either you know something or you don't. Everything else you can kind of try to do, but let's say handle animal. Everybody kind of has a general idea of what to do with animals, but you're not trained in handle animal, so I'll let you do it, but you'll probably at a disadvantage.
You said Hannibal animal.
Yeah.
It's like Hannibal Lecter when he has animals.
Don't give that man any animals. Bad idea. Bad idea. You know what?
Especially
Maybe they're
if they're
safe.
wild-
Maybe that's the
wild
safest place they
boars.
could be.
No, he's also a big fan of cuisine and cooks. If you ever watch the show, like he can cook with normal animals when he's not substituting in human organs.
I mean, fair.
Oh, what are callings versus skills? What's this whole thing on page 34? Is that event? Is that somehow separate, or am I just? Oh, we already did this part. That's where I would have chosen heal. Okay, never mind.
Yes.
La la la.
So it's one of those where I've kind of been making notes on some things need to be moved around a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like backgrounds should come before callings, just in general, or at least be coterminous with the callings section, because it's weird to have the first thing you do with your character literally be backgrounds, coming after things that come later.
A little weird.
So it's not like uber confusing once you get your head around it, but it would be a little out of order for first time people.
My ears didn't fit on my headphones, so I had to reposition. Now my ears fit. Like, yes, cat ears.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. What else is missing? So saving throws. Do we put anything in that section?
They exist.
What does that do?
Somewhere.
Is that important?
I'm gonna go with probably. I'll also be honest, I don't really know where they are. I kind of haven't come across them so far.
Okay, because also we still have defense, initiative, and speed. Those sections.
Yeah, I've been going through them, and I'm like, it might just be kind of earlier on. No, that's just lots of nice talking about things. It's beautiful, beautiful backstory, which is relative. Not relative, which is relevant. But
defense, initiative, and speed looks like it is part of your rucksack on page 46, says the appendix. So I'm going to go there.
That's an extremely awkward place to put it. Oh yeah, there it is. It's past the weapons you have. It's 10 plus your dex mod, then your armor. Initiative is equal to your dex mod. You drop to all
what
fours.
The different armors are. I guess I saw a list of them, but not like what they do.
What's initiative? Sorry, where'd you find that?
It's on page 46.
46.
Next to the most important section, the personality traits.
So we have light armor to start, which probably doesn't add.
But that's like
something.
how a cat should wear headphones.
What?
So it says that's not how a cat should wear headphones.
Well, their ear. Yes, that is true. The ears are not currently lining up with the earbuds. You are correct.
For me
madame.
either. I'm also hold on, you can't see me, but I'm also wearing cat ears. But
I believe
my
you.
headphones are on my ears. Ah.
I guess I can't hear this whole conversation. This is very confusing.
Oh no, you're hearing the whole
Okay.
conversation.
So it's a flat modifier.
It's a modifier?
Light armor gives you 11 plus your dex. Medium gives you 13 plus your dex and a disadvantage on your dex rolls. And heavy armor gives you 16, no dex modifier, and you're slowed down.
So if you're without armor shields, so I have pretty much 11 then instead of just 10 because I have light armor but no shield.
Yes, correct.
Okay, cool. And I do not have a dex modifier. Alrighty. And Jim probably has a lot more heavy duty stuff because he's looking at medium armor, I guess, over here right now.
Yep.
He's all beefy. And then initiative. Let's talk. Oh, so it looks like your dex also affects that. So my initiative has no alteration.
You have 0 there, yes.
I have 0, and then 0. And then for speed, you were saying something, but then you cut out. So all cats move at 30. If they drop to all fours, then they go to 35. But then I guess you can't be holding a weapon if you're on all fours.
Ding ding. Unless it says you can.
All right. Cool. Otherwise, I think I need to pick a weapon for my character based on, to go in my rucksack. Answer. A simple weapon. So a simple weapon is probably in that section we just came from about this. Here we go. Ooh, bite. So bite, I assume you're built with that because it's your face.
Yep.
Can you probably can bite whether or not you're standing or on your feet.
Correct. Sometimes like I said, it's a sometimes thing.
Quarterstaff. So if I'm a wizard, I'm trying to think what's more. I probably would have like a staff, maybe. But then I can't use. But then I can't use my. But do you use your little paws when you cast spells? Do you know?
No, you do need to brandish your
My
your
little
focus
bone?
to cast spells.
Brandish
No.
means.
You have to
Hold
point
it.
it at them. You have to use your wand, Harry.
Oh well, then.
Now you can hold your quarterstaff in one hand and brandish your thing with the other. You just can't do that and attack, but that's fine because you can't cast a spell and attack in the same turn anyway.
Oh, okay. So if I want to attack, I can't be holding the bone at the same time. I have to use both my paws on the quarterstaff.
Correct.
Okay. I think that seems like the most wizardy thing that I would have. That or a dagger in case something got really close to me, but I might as well just use a quarterstaff in that case. I don't know if I'd be good at throwing daggers, though. If I'm a failed magician, kind of, is one of my past jobs, I would have throwing knives from the spinning wheel trick.
Well, and I think actually instead of the Warhammer is a one-handed weapon, so I think actually the thing that you have, Jim, is technically in here referred to as a maul.
A maul?
Which is a two-pawed bludgeoning weapon.
Oh, yeah, I was going to go with the one-handed. I have a shield.
You want to go with the one-handed and shield? Okay.
That way you can not die. I think I should just punch and kick things and bite them. If they get close.
Ow.
I could throw a knife. I
You
think
have-
just because holding a staff and having to clutch a thing. I think I'm going to have a little dagger. I'm giving myself a dagger. Yeah.
It's like either you could go very dark magician and have a sickle.
Who carries a sickle? I mean, well, that would be kind of evil looking. But it's a
Pretentious
light
goth
sickle.
wizards.
What is this, Bloodborne? I'm just going to be going around casting spells with my sickle?
Yeah.
I'd rather have a little dagger, which I hope to never use, but I call it lucky. But I know it's probably not very lucky. Here's my little dagger. I call it lucky. All right, so I'm just because it's cute, And I intend to mostly bite and claw things. I'm gonna dagger. Now it says thrown, but it also does piercing damage. Wait, so can it not be stabby? It has to be thrown?
No, it's an option you have for both.
So what does thrown 20-60 mean?
That's the ranges for it, and that's the range increment, which means for every 20 feet you try and chuck it, you take an additional -1 to hit. It's like, so the first 20 feet is fine. 20 to 40 is a -1. The 40 to 60 is -2, and it will not go farther than 60 feet. You just can't chuck a dagger that far.
I'm not good at throwing. But if it's real,
Yes.
but if it's within, like, I can almost reach it, but I don't wanna, and I'd rather just stay back a couple squares.
And
than
as a
it's, like,
finesse weapon, you use your dexterity for attack rolls as opposed to your strength.
which is good because my strength is 8 and my dex is 14.
Yep. Wait, I thought
Okay.
you said you had a 0 in your dex.
No, I have a 0 modifier for dex. I have 14 for dex.
I'm like, that's not a 0 modifier.
Well,
Go to
my
your
number
ability-
is 14.
Yes, which is a +2. Go back to the ability scores section. The
Ability
modifier section is what you get to plus to your abilities based on your score.
All right.
Sorry,
so,
I actually completely skipped over that for people.
yeah, that's helpful.
Yeah,
'Cause-
no, so your modifier is a +2.
Oh, well, that's good. I'll take that. So for dex, my dex modifier is +2, so that's good. I'll put that in the little gray box. Meow. Gray box. Meow. So strength, I have a -1 modifier for strength because I'm really puny. Because I have 8 strength.
Oh, you're right.
I have a +1 for my constitution.
It has to be a mall if I want it in a ring the bell game. It means I have to get rid of my shield.
You don't need a shield. Who needs a shield?
It means I have to change my fighting style because it's useless without a shield.
Oh, well, that's important. Are we using your mic or my mic?
Your mic.
Can you guys hear Jim okay?
Yeah, I can hear him fine.
Okay.
Which fighting style do I want?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, having modifiers is good, because before I was like, I don't have any modifiers, what are you telling me?
Yeah, modifiers are going to go in all the slots for all the things.
Alright, so one of the...
Which is why your
So-
strength at a -1 is no bueno. But it's okay, because you're not trying to do things.
Yeah, I'm trying to mostly stay in the back and then send out doppelgangers is going to be the thing.
Ooh, and give them the bad
see what
touch.
happens. You're like, you're not lucky. Thanks for
You give them the
noticing.
chill touch or the arcane blast. Give
Oh,
them the magic missile.
Eldridge Blast.
The magic missile.
Yeah, chill touch, Eldritch Blast, prestidigitation, chaos spray, and mirror image. Yes. Oh, and I lost my dagger. Okay, where's dagger stats? Dagger stats.
So I guess I'm doing great weapon style instead, which is also pretty cool.
Great weapon style.
I can reroll 1s or 2s on damage.
Great. Where's my? There it is. It's like Mr. Ed for a second. Alrighty.
The best defense is a good offense anyway, right?
Yes. Are we talking about sports?
I'm talking about smashing people with my hammer.
Oh, that's fun.
I mean, roughly the same thing.
1d4 piercing damage from a dagger. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. All right. Trying to figure out what I put under all these words. Dagger is a finessed light 2060. Ashley, what kind of weapons are you doing? dash sling?
Oh, I thought that I was using the ones that were in my rucksack.
Yeah, but
You are.
does yours say which kind you got?
Yeah, it says. Well, I mean, it sort of does.
You
It
have
says.
one simple melee weapon, one
Yeah, you have
simple
to
ranged
choose.
weapon.
You have to pick what those are.
Okay.
So on
yours-
like page 45.
Yep.
Oh, so you could have throwing darts. You could have like the javelins, or you could get the evil sickle we were talking about. You get a lot because you're like a thief person.
Yeah, I'd honestly recommend a sling for your ranged weapon. Do they have a staff sling? Okay, there's the sling.
That would be an interesting sling.
Yeah, the staff sling's a bit much. It's basically an otwaddle.
Say that word again.
Otwaddle?
Waddle?
I don't know why it's so funny. Say it again.
Otwaddle?
It sounds like a description for what penguins do when they walk.
Pretty sure I'm saying it.
And then they all waddled across the lawn. Verily.
Verily.
All right, 1, 2,
Yeah, no,
4.
it's pronounced otwaddle. That was correct.
Otwaddle.
Otwaddle.
Okay, so I only have the one. So I guess, yeah, my other weapons are. I'm just going to write down bite because I think that's important. Because I plan to use my face as a weapon, like you do. I think everyone should bite because we're cats, people. We're cats. Yeah. Punch or kick.
I guess my creature would either be a bite or a dagger kind of cat. I'm feeling it.
You could take a dagger. Here's the thing. I could also just let you take your ranged weapon be another dagger.
You could, because you can throw it.
I'm
If you
down
want.
with that.
Just have a couple of daggers.
And that helps because if you
Yeah.
lose one, you're like, oh wait, I got this other one. Watch out, buddy. I got a dagger.
I have a backup dagger.
Ah.
Dear me.
National Geographic.
Yep.
Get that big ape. He is learning to read. Look at that old man. That guy really is old.
Yep.
Yep. Oh man. Okay. I'm really excited to be casting sparkles on people. I think I'm most excited for that one.
Yep.
It's like Jubilee.
You have razzle dazzle powers.
I have Dazzler from the X-Men. Go.
I feel so sorry for them because it's like, someone did eventually have to get the short end of the mutation stick, but Jesus, why did it have to be that short?
Dazzler had it better off than Jubilee though, because man, Dazzler can add sound and lights and basically make a living disco show, but Jubilee's just like pew, 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 pew. And Dazzler can, I think, take away all, she can create a wall of sound or take all sound away. So her weapon can be making it so enemies can't hear anything coming at them and also freak them the hell out. And I'm like, that's a good weapon. Sucking all of the audio out of a room, including you breathing.
You're
because we're working with cats and it's like nature. All right. Am I the only one with spells? I guess so. Well, crap. Good luck, everybody. You're all gonna die.
Not gonna die. We can put our trust in you.
Am I also the only one with healing power?
Yep.
Meow.
Oh, we're all gonna die.
You are the only one with heal as a skill.
As a skill, yeah.
No one has healing spells.
Okay. I guess I couldn't have claimed that because only ministers can do that, I think.
Correct.
Unless, well, yeah, so, alright. Well, I can clean your clothes with prestidigitation. I don't know if I can clean wounds. It's probably not part of the cleaning. Nope. You thought about it.
Yep,
Foot
the answer
pads.
is sad, but no.
Sad, but nope. Ooh, does anyone here have trap sense?
She does not yet.
Ooh, actually,
be
you're
able
gonna
to
get
put-
trap sense.
Ooh. Shadow says,
Which
to
means-
be able to put a wall like that would be great for privacy and conversations.
You mean the wall of silence?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. They tried it on Get Smart like every episode, and it never really
The
worked
cone
out.
of silence was awful.
The cone of silence.
Yeah, unfortunately, trap sense is not a thing that they start with. So
Aw.
this is an important note for people playing this game. You do not start with trap sense. Which
So
means
we're just gonna
most
walk in. We're gonna sense everything, in our with our faces.
Yeah,
and then
trap
traps.
sense is usually like
Well, I grabbed one. What did I grabbed something that's supposed to help us. What was it called? Shit.
Oh, is that
grabbed
what it's
something.
called?
It's called shit.
Shit.
Uh,
It's a very
oh, I
clever
think-
name. Who'd have
oh
thought?
God, I made a note about it. It was that. Oh, maybe I didn't grab that thing. There was the one where it was like knowing versus search versus something. What was that? What was that about? Mansers? Where are you at? Mansers? Oh yeah, because I chose heal and no Arcana instead of notice. Yeah. Which is good. But I could change it before we get too far, but it still might be good. Because, Ashley, you're like a stealthy person. You're supposed to have stuff that helps us get out of traps, though he just said you're not born with it. Oh, no! We're all gonna die.
she's not born with it, and it's definitely not Maybelline.
What? Is that a makeup thing?
Yes, maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. So
So
it's their commercial tagline.
Has everyone
yeah.
answered their...
It's one of those weird ones where I'm like, it feels like they should start with that, but I also, if I'm not mistaken, it's I'm not really sure exactly how it works normally, because it does kind of indicate that they just wouldn't recognize a trap unless they... I think you just roll like a notice check, apparently. I have to find the actual thing on it, because I need to look up specifically how they do traps here, because that's relevant.
Yes.
Okay, so it's literally just a wisdom saving throw. That is how you avoid traps and ambushes, is a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh. So you just have to roll and get past the wisdom amount you have? Is that how that works?
No, the actual trap or ambush will have a difficulty.
Oh.
For example, they give an intricately concealed panel containing an ancient flame trap worked carefully into like the wall might need a difficulty of 20, while a pair of bandits in shiny armor hiding in a pile of leaves on the side of the road might require a difficulty of 5.
So you just have to roll with the 20 or whatever to get higher than that number and you're fine.
Yes, you roll a d20 plus your save modifier, which I still don't know what that is.
Your save modifier.
I've been looking for saves this whole time.
Okay.
Now, I do want to point out there's something very important called a ready to action, which means cats are taught to study a situation carefully before they act. So if you say, I ready an action to attack this person if they move at my ally, you get a bonus because cats like to study things before they act because they're good at pouncing.
Yes.
So they are pouncing. That's how that works. So I am trying desperately to find the bloody saves.
So this is the whole wiggle your butt while you're about to
Yep.
jump onto something.
Yep.
The cat. It's the cat wiggle butt motion. Got it.
Cat wiggle butt motion, and it gives you secret power.
Secret what? Pow?
Oh God.
Powwow? Powwows?
Secret powers in combat. Don't make me come back. Stop you.
You
Really?
cut out, dude.
Yeah, we
couldn't hear you for a second. And actually, we can't hear you now.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Because I'm whispering.
Well, now you are.
Unless lag just happened, because sometimes lag just happens.
Just copying all my little spells into a text box so I can find them. I can't wait to make duplicates of myself. I'm the cat from the Matrix. The cat. Another cat. Wait, was it the same cat?
Meow.
Meow. I'll call that the Matrix spell. Press the digitonium. Clean your clothes, very small. We got to save enough room for all. Oh, you can make a non-magical trinket or illusionary image that can fit in your paw. That lasts until. Oh, Jim, it's the tiny horsey horse spell from Dragon Slayer or from Dragon Friends. What?
Horsey Two Horse.
Yeah. Oh, Lord Horsey Two Horse. He's still alive. If you guys haven't heard Dragon Friends, we highly recommend it.
Meow.
Well put. Well said, Ashley. Well said. Yes.
Oh, yes. Yes, very.
Oh, yes.
Very.
Very indubitably.
It was so deep. It was so deep and thoughtful that we could barely understand it.
This one character is in love with his little pony, and the pony gets killed off by another character, and they keep lying about whether or not it's dead by making a little illusion of his horse as like a hologram. So he keeps thinking it's alive, even though it's been dead for like 3 episodes. And he calls it Horsey Two Horse. He's like, "Oh, Horsey Two Horse, you're still alive! Oh, my horse!" It's a D&D podcast run by Australian people that is really funny, and they play it through PAX. I think they air some of their episodes from PAX.
You know,
Australia.
I had an interesting encounter a couple days ago. A friend of mine was like, "Do you ever listen to podcasts?" I'm like, honestly, not terribly often, no. She's like, "Have you ever heard of this? There's this one podcast, and they do like D&D sessions, and they like broadcast it." I'm like, okay. Have you ever heard of Welcome to Night Vale?
Oh!
I'm like, oh yeah, I definitely have. That is a thing
Yeah.
that I have in fact heard of.
Yeah,
They
and
don't do D&D though.
they don't do D&D though. They have an original horror thing. It's actually not D&D at all. Yeah, Welcome to Night Vale is like the fake radio program of a city that's always being attacked by Eldritch style issues, but they go on their merry lives as if it's normal, and it's pretty entertaining. We listened to a lot of it on the drive back from Origins. We saw them on the Joko cruise.
Yeah, I remembered
That's
you
fun.
mentioning it. That's why I mentioned it now, because she was like, I listen to that sometimes, and it's pretty great. And I'm like, I haven't listened to any of it.
Well, you're too busy like Twitch streaming. That's like asking me, hey, how many Twitch streams do I watch? And I'm like, I'm too busy doing
Yeah.
audio things and not having time for visual things to do.
That's fair.
Mhm.
That's really fair,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I've always got headphones on, but usually because I'm busy doing, like, I'm busy streaming a podcast series right now about Dracula.
Derp.
Derp, derp, derp. Alright, I got all my spells in my little text tracker. Yes, yes, yes. Chill Touch, Color Spray, Eldridge Blast, Mirror Image, and Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitous something.
Prestidigitalization.
I can also chill, warm, or flavor up to 1 cubic foot of non-living material for an hour, which I think means if you have some soup that's gone cold, I can make it hot for an hour But then after
warm
you've
it up,
eaten it already. But then after you've already eaten it, you're like, ugh, my tummy tastes like I ate some really gross cold soup. And I'm like, yeah, because the hour's over. And now it's cold.
No, it'll stay warm long enough for you, like... Stay warm long enough for your body to just catch it up.
I hope so, because otherwise, sad. Oh, and there's the cleaning an object. I can instantly light or snuff out a candle, a torch, or a small campfire. And I can create instantaneous harmless sensory effects such as showers of sparks, a puff of wind, faint musical notes, or an odd color or odor. Yeah. That's cool. I'm happy. I like that. Anything else? Jim's reading about dogs.
Yay.
I'll just put my camera over here. Jim's reading about dogs. Dog people.
Dogs!
Because this Monarchies of Mal, everybody, is actually part of the Pugmire universe. Which is a world of
I'll
dogs.
drop the link for that too.
Gary, what'd you say?
Which means you have to deal with the dogs of Pugmire. An uneasy truce exists between the Monarchies of Mal and the dogs.
Are we gonna fight dog people in our game? Or rat people?
There's a
I don't know,
truce
maybe.
going on. Never pit dogs against you.
Oh yeah, what's the deal with rat people? I saw some pictures with rat people. Is that like a thing?
Delicious.
Oh, they're around.
Are they
No.
like the goblins of this universe?
Oh, you wish.
Great. I see bone bugs in in the background. I see blind dire rodents. I see the cult of Lebotor. I
There
see
you go.
road rats, giant worms, feline large, moggy bandits.
Moggy is apparently a Britishism. I had to look up. It means like mixed breed strays.
Oh.
It is literally an insult here, and I had to figure out why.
Moggies are cats and strays are dogs.
Yeah.
Oh, anyone can be a bandit, but there are 3 common types: Moggies, cats, strays, dogs, and road rats. Okay.
Yep.
All right. But bone bugs sound rather disgusting.
They're bone bugs. I mean, it's the cult of Labotor is rats that have discovered the ancient artifacts of man. They venerate Labotor, the first of their kind, who led the cult through the maze of ignorance to their revelations.
I get it. Laboratory.
Yes, the white mice must experiment on lesser beings to satisfy these theories.
Sorry, go ahead. It's funny.
Yeah, nope. These guys bleach their fur white, and those who practice magic wear stitched together patchwork white robes with spell formula scrawled over the interior. And they all have like the more advanced they get, the weirder they get. The assistants
Wow.
are literally just there to try and drag you away so they can experiment on you. The smoldering
Wow.
chemist chunks a flask at you, but don't forget it, the illuminated of researcher. They have a chemically advanced mind that make them telepathic, and they can do psychic blast that will melt your brain.
Oh my god. So we have Pinky and the Brain mixed with the Secrets of Nim going on
Yes.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. If the cultist rolls a triumph on a successful attack, the target is paralyzed. Aww.
Yep.
It's like, great. And they're throwing flasks at you that,
Do stuff.
And there's demons. There's frothing demons. And
You have to
demon
recognize
hounds.
the demons of the unseen are the most horrifying monsters that cats must face. I want to point out that some of these are technically basically diseases. Others of these are things that you remember when cats freak out and attack nothing?
Mm-hmm.
Some of those are the demons of the unseen.
It all makes perfect sense now.
I'm making like a CR5 demon of the unseen that's just the red dot that you can never catch.
Oh,
That's
wow.
awesome. Oh, and there are zombies because Pet Cemetery, right? So there has to be zombies.
Yes, zombies happen, and right now the frothing demons are basically cats with rabies.
Yeah.
But it's rabies that apparently is also slightly lycanthropy.
So
And the
werewolf
demon hound
rabies.
is well,
It's a
They're-
bony dog?
Super rabies.
Jeez.
It's rabies as envisioned by people at Umbrella Corp.
Gotcha. Okay, good description. Yes. I also think it's funny because between zombies and bone bugs, you've kind of got your living dead stuff because you got these small infects that infect bones to make them reanimate as walking skeletons.
Yep.
But it's really just a skeleton covered in bugs that is
Yep.
making it move. Oh, there's a cat behind me. Hi, River. Say hi to the
Surprise!
cat. Look, it's a kitty.
River.
Wait,
River.
River's playing.
kitty.
this is River's playing Monarchies out too. She's very confused. She's like, I don't want to play. I don't like dice unless I'm getting them stuck under the television, like I did when I stole Jim's bag of D&D dice and kicked them all over the house, and Bonnie's too. And they still haven't forgiven me. Meow. We found all the dice. It just took a long time. But tell you what, the cats rolled good numbers whenever they rolled our dice around the house. Meow. Simon. Oh, here's the other one. Oh, and he thinks it's food time. Did we give them their medicine today? Meow.
Not tonight, I don't think.
Uh-oh. Here's some cat meow sound effects for you guys going on in the background. It is.
Excellent.
It is pill time for the kitties. In case those of you who couldn't figure it out from the laptop visuals, Jim and me seem to have exactly the same background in our homes. Interesting.
It's very strange, almost eerie.
It's almost like we're, oh no, he's in my screen. What happened? Yeah. That's Mahaba. Oh, and Simon really wants treats. Can you guys hear all that? It's really noisy.
Do you need audio of meowing?
And you need audio meowing? Yeah. It's cat treat time. Which for one of them needs heart meds because River has a heart murmur. So her pill is actually inside a squishy treater. Where's Jim? No. It's magical. I actually have a panel application I have to finish after 11 for Game Sound Con. So I will have to. I'm entering a panel of people talking about VR.
I thought about submitting to Game Sound Con, but I'd have to buy a plane ticket, so I'm thinking probably not.
Yeah. That's the problem. You got to get to LA.
Yep.
Just all the way over there.
My brother's in LA. So I hope to stay with my brother when I'm there. Oh, yeah. Which means I have to hop off. Like, I'm going to have to wrap my stuff up. I don't think I'll. It's about 11 almost now, which is
Yep.
when we thought we'd.
We got about 10 minutes.
Let's see. I love the science stuff. Like, I'm so glad we looked at the rat stuff near the end.
No,
That's-
the enemies is. I'll go ahead and say I do really enjoy like the core stuff, but the enemies is where you start to feel a lot more of it here. Outside of the little short fiction, which I do love. This short fiction, it's very good. Man, you get so much from just the style of the enemies. There's what I said. You know, there are large felines here. There are other just cats. There are just random big cats. Which means, yes, you can have a cat with a pet cat.
Meow.
It feels wrong, but you can.
Just like Hello Kitty!
It's also just as weird as dogs riding horses.
Hey Gary, what's your Twitter? Are you not a Twitter?
I have the Twitter. You can
What's your
find me
Twitter?
at Threadmiser with a Z.
Oh. Interesting icon. Is it Summon Greater Nerd X?
Yep.
With the midriff?
Oh no, what do you have up on your Twitter now? I'm
But I
going.
mean, it's always been there. Have you not looked at my Twitter proper?
I don't follow you, man.
That's rude.
Fear. I mean, I do follow you, technically.
Oh.
I actually, to be honest, don't follow a lot of people. And you have like 2 accounts, 3 accounts that I follow.
It's the @Threadmiser with a Z because the other one got spammed by porn bots. To the point where I literally couldn't clean it out fast enough. They just kept coming. And yes, that is a meme photo that you can share if you want to.
Oh yeah, I've definitely seen this. Yeah. The
She's like,
more
"I
you
see
know. Yeah. It was me, Dio. Anyway.
You were expecting lewd stuff, but it was me, Dio. I have weird
my
stuff I can
gosh.
put up as my picture.
All right. So, how does everybody feel about where we're at in character creation right now?
I think we've got most of everything covered.
I'm feeling pretty confident, actually. I thought it would be a little more difficult, but that was really easy.
No, they really have taken the derps out of it. To be real, it's pretty straightforward.
If
Like it's especially with not having to roll stats and everything just going. Yeah, it also helps that picture's always my picture because I have no idea how to change my picture on Twitter.
No? You click on your picture. That's how you change it.
It
Literally.
just brings up a bigger version of my picture. Like it doesn't let me do it there. It's weird. I think it's probably in settings or something. I just haven't bothered. No, there it is. Edit profile. Here we go. I'm gonna make it something a little more applicable. Just
I'm
not
so
like
glad.
the word applicable.
No, I don't know. My I don't know.
Oh my
making
lord.
sounds.
Steam sales. Hi there.
Don't
Right.
look at it, Ashley. Don't
It's too late. It's already taken all of our
Don't
money.
do it.
It's already taken it all.
I'm actually looking for a very specific game that is half off right now that I'm going to play with everybody who continues to hang around tonight.
Yeah.
You going to play it, love? Play a little?
I might come back later.
Use your words.
I might come back later.
I'm going to go ahead and pick it up.
There it is. There we go. That's slightly more applicable.
Let me go ahead and get it going.
Does this sound right? Had a blast creating our characters tonight for Pugmire's Monarchies and Mal for our future streamed campaign.
Wow.
That's what I'm gonna put. And then I'll just tag you guys in that. I'm doing. Yes. I already retweeted Ashley's thingy. So.
Whoa, thank you.
The little presses in the things with stuff. I don't know. And then
Alright,
red
so-
miser.
We're pretty solid.
Sure.
I'm really actually looking forward to playing this. Like, I'm a cat, and I'm playing a cat, and it's great. They're gonna meow and gonna, like, be roguish.
There we go.
Yeah, you're gonna meow and be roguish. That is the perfect description.
I've updated my Twitter profile with something more appropriate for you, sweetie.
Oh
Is it
no.
a tilted? Is it
Oh
a tilted
no.
lumpy man? Because it changed while I had the other one open, and I was very confused with trying to tag you.
Yes, it is. It's a lumpy man. I guess you could say that.
I'm scared, but I'm going. It's gonna be. Oh gosh, what is that? Oh no! Put the more you know banner back. What are you?
No,
What? No!
I like it. I like just staring at you.
It's disconcerting.
Good. Hang on, I have to also ruin your friend's day a little bit.
What? Why?
Because I'm a good friend.
Which one of my
What'd
friends'
you
day
do?
are you gonna ruin?
Not me, right?
No.
I'm having a good day here. I also just tagged you in a picture. La da da, la da dee.
It's Debbie.
Is that? Oh, what are you doing to poor Debbie?
I don't know. Go look at her wall. You
Oh
tell
no! No! Don't troll my friends.
me.
What have you done? I like the picture you put up, Ashley, with Sonic Buster and friends. That's cute.
Oh, you asshole! Take that off of her wall, you terrible troll!
Don't make me come over through the internet right now and I pick up the pieces, you people.
I'm so serious. That is not okay.
I'll leave it there. I made
No,
a wiki face
no.
afterwards.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. Take
I
that
made a
off of her
winky
wall. That's not
refuse.
nice.
I made a winky face.
It doesn't
Meanwhile,
make it okay, man.
Hey Ashley,
Yes.
if it helps, look what Jim's doing.
This depends entirely upon your definition of helps.
This is all he's been looking at.
This
His
picture
kittens.
of
It's a cat
Kittens and
tackling a
puppies.
dog.
See, the first thing
He's
is like I didn't
been
see the
watching it
cat
for
and dog
like-
video. I just saw the dude with his head in his crotch for some reason.
It's been going on for minutes. He's just watching these two, like, just cat versus dog.
All I'm seeing right now is a picture of a man with his head in his crotch.
Oh,
Actually.
sorry. There you go.
There we go. Look, puppies.
Yes, I've not been staring at a man with the head in his crotch.
Jim is taking the cats versus dogs Monarchies of Mao plot seriously and thematically focusing on internet having cats versus dogs.
Yeah, it's just the universal problem everyone has of having god awful Facebook ads.
Yeah. Sorry, everyone who had to look at that bent over person on the side of Jim's Facebook wall.
But
It's
for
okay.
like,
It's still
for like-
better than mine.
for serious love, please take that picture off of her wall. That's really actually pretty insensitive.
We were talking about it earlier. It's fine.
That doesn't make it okay.
Toast does.
No.
Yes. It's fine.
It's like really mean.
It's really not.
No, it really is.
It's totally not mean.
I'm telling you, if I were her and we both think alike, I'd be pretty pissed, to be honest. So could you not?
No. It's done. It is funny.
No, it's really not.
Pugmire. Pug. Oh, there it is. Puggy Pop? I guess that's the thing. Venus Pugmire. Preparation for our future streamed campaign via Twitch.
Yes.
for character night for using the early acts. Okay.
All right. So I have use your words.
Yes.
Wait, Shadow, what do you mean? I'm guessing by the reaction of that guy, it will be a while before they actually pick this up again. Am I reading the situation wrong? I think you might be reading the situation wrong. We intend to do the actual playthrough of this game not next week, but the following week.
Yeah, next week, 2 of our players are going to be in outer space.
Mm-hmm.
Outer space. Well, at
That
least
is-
on a plane.
What are you
Mostly,
going
yeah.
to Houston?
Well, Austin.
Well, I mean, close enough.
The
It's
somewhat
close enough to outer space.
negative situation is my husband posted something awful to my friend's wall, and she's gonna be pissed when she sees it. I think it's unfair, and he's refusing to remove
She's
it.
not going to be
It's
that
just
upset.
us
You're
arguing
very
amongst
much-
ourselves.
you're very much overreacting.
See, she's not gonna be forward like I am about it. She's just gonna be like, "That wasn't nice," and then like either quietly remove it or ignore it, because she's too nice of a person.
I think
To
you're
straight up
thinking
tell you
she's
that
far too
she's pissed.
sensitive.
No, she is actually a little more sensitive than you think.
You're overreacting. It's fine.
Tim's like, what are we doing? He's on Reddit.
So am I.
All right, so I know that you guys have to go, but I have a game of Use Your Words loaded up now, so I can play with my viewers for a little while. Weird games where
Use your words.
okay, Use Your Words is a game. There are several situations, but my favorite one is they'll give you like a clip of a subtitled scene, and you get to write the subtitles. Whatever you think they should be. So yeah, there's that.
Cool.
Yes.
That sounds exciting. I'm gonna go off and unfortunately have a deadline at 11:30, so I will.
You gotta
peace
go.
out, but
G'day.
I'm excited.
Yes.
Let us know if we want to do a doodle poll. Just let you know when we're available again and free to do, or what
Yep,
days are
and
good
then
for
we will
you
be
guys. 'cause-
promoting it a little earlier.
Mhm.
Yeah, you have weirder schedules than us sometimes, so email Jim and me your availables and we'll figure that all out.
Okay.
Well, the
But,
thing is, come next month, it's going to change again. So,
Yeah, I guess
Funsies?
once you know what your schedule is after the 4th of July, because we get back the 3rd and 4th is busy doing 4th stuff. So, yeah, that'd be great.
Yep.
And then we can do a thing. 5 years. You can still see them before I sign out. Look at those ears.
I see them. They're so cute.
yes.
It was really fun. I'm excited to play a Mancer. Thanks everybody else who's watched us embarrass ourselves.
Indeed.
Oh, and before I sign off, I have an actual cat. She walked
River.
right by. Just in time. Hi, River. She's very disgruntled. She does not like being on camera.
Yes.
But she says hi. Hello, viewers.
Yeah, River. All right. Well, I will let you
Bye-bye.
go, and I'm gonna go ahead and close out of the Google Hang if everybody's okay with that. Everybody good with that?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yep.
good night.
All
Been
right.
looking
Good
at
night.
my neck this whole time.
And we'll see you
It's been lovely.
soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye. So we're going to get some use your words going. I'm briefly going to stop and restart the stream in order to eliminate some lag and in order also to make it easy for us to archive the character creation for the Monarchies of Mao, which I will be posting as a highlight in a day or two. So give me just a moment and I will literally be right back.